greetings, greetings. Good morning, good day. Salute to you, salute to everybody out there. I appreciate you. It's a different little situation. I almost didn't go. I almost didn't go live. My Mac was doing something crazy. That's why it's important to Google information when there's a problem. Um, Google's good in a lot of ways. Like I know you guys are doing a lot of AI stuff, but Google is still good. Like YouTube, sometimes in a weird way, they don't want to have the answers. You understand? Like some people just go over because there was this weird symbol popping up on my screen, like a power lightning bolt. And I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm not the only one that gets this, so let me type it in. You go to YouTube, they got it. Then they start having these people from India showing stuff, and I just get annoyed with that. I can't even deal with that respectfully. Like I won't even watch the video at all. I don't care what it is. I have to, you know, figure out. You understand? You have to be very, very, very careful with that. Shout out to the Green Bean. Goddamn. Good Lord. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to diagnose something, the best advice I've ever had was rewind. That's it. Just start all over. And I think that people need to take that in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I did, I went to YouTube and it was just unsuccessful. It was like 15, 20 videos. Nobody got this answer. Like, what is this Thunderbolt thing going across my screen? And as a Mac owner, I used to be a Windows guy. You know what I mean? And I used to actually have what's the name of that phone? Because there's nothing better than the iPhone, right? But Windows kind of coincided with, but once I got a iPhone, I was like, oh my God, I fell in love. I started an iPhone like in 3. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is incredible. Like nothing better than something that's effective and easy to use. You understand? Like, and if you not noticed that's back in the days things were just complicated to use, right? Everything, whether it was machinery, stuff like that. So I go here, find the information, and try to find information, and it failed. So I go to Google, just type it in, boom, I found it. Matter of fact, it came from the Apple site. It was just like, just hold the button down and restart. And there's two incredible elements here. How you restart something, right? Press rewind, rewind, right? Like do over. When we were kids, we were playing tag. Yes, I played tag and all that as a child. You understand? And when we messed with like do over, like you know what I'm saying? And we're like rewind, like let me do that again. But nobody does things over no more. You know what I'm saying? Like so they always said with electronics, the best thing to do is just unplug it and start all over. And things tweak, especially when it's man made. You know what I'm saying? And we as people, we tweak. Human, woman, man, you understand? There's a man in every part of that, you know what I'm saying? So when we say man, we say human. When we say woman, we say human. Human is man, woman. I don't think nobody understood that. Human, woman, and then man. You understand? And I know right now a lot of millennials want to mix it all up and say, yeah, where they start just making up names of what up humans we're gonna be. That don't you just gotta laugh and just ignore that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So thank God I'm here. Because I literally was like about to give up, but you don't give up. You don't give up when you're trying to diagnose a situation because there's a reason that it happens. There's a way to do it. So thank God, shout out to Mac, man. So that's what happened. I just went crazy, and then you know I had an Android probably for like 4 months when it got popular, and then I deaded that and just went Apple. And I must say it's an amazing product. I'm not getting paid to say any of this, but the product just made my life a lot easier to work with. You know, to troubleshoot things. And it's important to troubleshoot and get into the mind of things like that. So salute to everybody, man. I hope your vacation's going well. I never understood people that call you on a holiday to diagnose something or troubleshoot something. Like I had this woman call me, and I'm just like, "Yo, sister, it is Memorial Day weekend morning." Now I know a lot of stores are open because they're trying to get that little Memorial Day sale and shit like that, and that's cool. But you gotta understand, like when you have a holiday, that's the day you're supposed to rewind and just pull it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris. Pull it back a little bit. Sometimes you gotta just rewind and say, all right, so it's all psychology, man. Life, that's what life is all about. If you know how to deal with things, you got to know how to psych yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you psych yourself, you know how to psych a human being. Forget it. You'll be unstoppable. You'll be unstoppable. And we want the answers, but you got to know how to troubleshoot things. Forget the answers. Like, figure it out. Like, get into it. So I had this Bozette. Long story short, man, she's just one of the women that when she needs you, she'll call you and it's like, can you do this? But I'm like, let her wait. Let him hang on a string, you know what I mean? Like, keep him with that mode and like, come on now. Because when people know that you just responding quickly, that's never good for you. Let them hang. See, the good thing about texting, leaving messages, you can let a person just hang all goddamn day. You know, some of you dudes, you meet a woman and you hit her up the minute you give her the number, and then you call her, and you're like, I'm gonna call it 10:05 and call her. And you know what I mean? Let it hang a little bit. Let a person look at her phone and build that. There's a layout of that, man. Like when I was younger, man, I used to use that situation a lot. Like you be with a chick, whatever, y'all get it on or whatever, and then it's like I'm gonna call you when I get home. And then you don't call her, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you did as if you forgot. Damn, I fell asleep. Then she wakes up the next morning, she like, damn, this nigga ain't even call me. One of my ish was good. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. I'm done. I'm done with men. I'm done with dudes. Never again. And then it goes from high to low. Then it gets to a point of like, damn, now I'm concerned. Like, is he okay? So then she calls you and she's like, hello? You're like, hey. She's like, is everything okay? You know, I'm so sorry shit got happened. You know what I'm saying? I had a flat tire last night. I had to call the tow truck. Then I woke up then she's like, whew, she's at relief. But now she's connected a little more to him because she went through the whole different trimesters. And that's important. You want to learn how to put people through the different trimesters. Now, obviously, if I'm sharing this, anybody that ever dealt with me or dealing with me would, I'm just giving it all away, but that doesn't apply. But just generally speaking, in the past, there's just a way to really get a person in. And I learned this a mental thing, and I know that a lot of women want to know why men do this and why men do that. And that's not diagnosing a situation, you know. Because somebody may give you an answer on Google that may be entirely wrong. You understand? We're not dealing with computers and motors and things that man made. We're dealing with human nature, and for human nature, sometimes you have to learn it in order to know it. You can't just get an answer and say, "Well, I know now," because you may not agree. As a woman, you may say, "That's not how we are." And that's what a lot with that video that we did yesterday had a lot to do with that because it becomes a thing where men and women have these answers and there's never, ever, ever, and you know it, all these different topics is never a resolution. Never. There's never a result, right? You just hear the situations, people talk about it, but nobody knows how to necessarily diagnose it. And that puts you in a troublesome mode because you're just hearing the same topics over and over again. You know, if a woman comes here and she's like, well, she wants to know why do men do this, and I tell her, then she's like, well, I disagree. And I'm like, well, why would you ask? If I went to the computer and it said, you have to press the button to restart, I'm like, well, I disagree. I think it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we question Why do we question what's in our faces? So it's the breakdown. Wanting a good man, wanting a great man, wanting a real man. There's three different levels to that. You know what I mean? Like a good guy could be a good guy's just a guy that you control. And a great guy could be Martin Luther King, and a real man could just be a man that is nothing like the good guy. And you may have your rendition. Once again, you're gonna fail like that. So this topic today is just real simple. I kind of just want to share this because I want people to know that this terminology is something that is very old school. And I get a lot of my wisdom from old school. So if you're trying to get it from the old school and you miss the boat and there's no more old school around, then you're just pretty much screwed. You know, because the old school that's going to be for these young kids is going to be terrible. Because when I'm the old school guy to the young kid, you know, we like to tell people what to do in a way where it doesn't work. Like there was this thing around my neighborhood yesterday, not too far. My community. I'm gonna say community because community is all like you gotta give credit to within a mile, 2, 3 mile, 4 mile radius, whatever. So they were having this little thing for the young kids and stop the violence. And I'm hearing this dude like, yo, y'all gotta put the guns down. Like at the end of the day, you get shot, who they gonna call? Your mother? And I never thought none of that works. I never ever thought any of that works when you have kids that's into violence and stuff like that and they shoot and like I really think that the only people that can stop that other than God is the federal government. They're the ones that can do it. You understand? Because the same way how they getting ice off the street, which is a lot more harder because there's a lot more, foreigners here than thugs, right? So, but I do know the difference in these communities right now, especially in the five boroughs. I know what they're doing with the drill rap and they're trying to take this off the street and they're getting rid of these gangs. And then next thing you know, you're going through a neighborhood that was once dangerous and you're like, damn, it's quiet out here because everybody's in jail. So there's a lot to lay out when you're dealing with these ever so popular topics and understanding the layout of a male. And this is just a brief. I really just want to break this down because this is kind of like my very important topic, but not my popular topic. And it's unpopular because the terminology is cases you've probably never heard. And before there was Google, there was OGs, you understand? And an OG broke this down to me. Um, well, my first person to break it down to me is my dad, but there was this one brother around me, brother Jimmy, and I never understood what the word was because the way they were pronouncing it, I was receiving it differently. And it's called uh, I thought it was an impact. I actually did videos in the past and I talked about this about he's an impact. And I thought it was like a guy that was getting impacted from his wife. And it was kind of the same concept, but then one day I really said maybe the OGs were talking fast and I was misunderstanding it. I don't know how I came upon this, but I put the impact male ruled by his wife. I think something like that's how I found it. And I found the correct spelling. And it was hen packed, like a hen, like a chicken, right? So when I uh found this, it was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. All these years I was saying it wrong. I was pronouncing it wrong. And, you know, but even then, I'm like I said, it's still with an M. I said Henpecked because I gotta be able to realize that they spell it two different ways, but the way that it understood now is because it's a chicken. And a hen and a rooster have their roles and they have their certain characteristics that is a layout. So, you know, we're gonna talk about some examples so y'all can understand exactly what a henpecked male is. Um, And this is why so many black women have it hard because they're either going to get a impact, which they're not going to respect him. Nobody wants a good guy. He's convenient. You got a good job or a good career. You don't need him. You know what I mean? But a impact is needed with a certain type of woman. Some of your fathers are probably impacts. Well, your mother was the man of the house, and your father was the woman. You know what I'm saying? And or not even the woman, because a impact, I can't even say the woman. Like your mother was the dominating factor, and your father was the pussy. Some of y'all grew up with that, and it's pretty sad. But anyway, I want to break down the meanings. And today it's just amazing, man, where when I talk to you guys about, what's the thing, the woman, the white liver white woman and stuff like that, and how serious that shit is, right? Like how the white woman, the white liver woman, you'll see it, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to take any lessons on sex, and if you're just a woman, you're kind of curious, like, okay, I wouldn't suggest it, but if you're gonna take it from a white woman. She's a born pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Sisters are too passionate. So you know what I mean? They sisters do shit out of passion, but white women do things out of, not only are they pleasing, but they pleasing is their pleasure, and their pleasure is pleasing. So they get off from pleasure. And as the result of them getting off, they're going to please you in the same time. When a black woman, her mode is to please you. She may not even get any pleasure off of it. You know what I'm saying? But which is great. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still delivering. But when a woman just wants to do something because she's feeling nasty all the time, a man's going to get pleasure through that. And as a man, a woman almost has to be extremely filthy in order to intrigue a man's mind. She has to be filthy. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody told you. She has to be filthy because you got to realize when a man's going to step out on his wife or his woman, okay, it's in most cases it's going to be worth it for him because he has to have that. You know what I'm saying? It's like having the greatest whatever. Your doctor told you can eat this all day, this day, or you have a barbecue and they're serving your favorite food and you taste it, you just say, "Oh my goodness, I was fiending for this." That's what's the same thing. So a man's food is very simple, like good sex, good food. That's it. You know, they could tell you a million different things. Those are the keys to a man, but a good guy, you don't even have to give him that. He don't need to eat good unless he does it on his own, and he definitely don't got to have good sex. He's not required. As a male, yes, it would be, of course, you could overtake him by delivering that, but he doesn't even require it. I know good guys out here married to women where the women don't even screw them no more, and they're fine with that. You know what I'm saying? When if the situation had been different, he shout out to Gail. He would have been more in a zone of whatever, because all he wants to do is be a good guy, provide for his family, pay the bills. The door needs to be fixed in the house. There's a creep, there's a roach in there or a fly. Like he's just all around a utility. So he's a tool. You know what I'm saying? He's a tool, and disrespectful. I mean, it's not the most gratifying thing for him, but a good guy is a great tool. He is. He's a great tool to have in your life. He's a great tool to have in your household. If you have multiple children, if you have no children, he is an incredible tool to have around the house. But the problem is you're gonna get extremely bored and annoyed with him. because you're not attracted to him. You understand? Whatever you deliver to him, he's gonna be fine with it. You know what I mean? You could put your fist in his ass, he's happy with it. Because he's a good guy. And good guys are made to be used. Respectfully. Like you can't have a good guy in your life. And now I don't care if your homeboy is a good guy. Use him. You know? But the real reality is a woman's gonna always need a piece of a real man. If she could get a whole one, even she hit a jackpot. But a real man, that's the ultimate goal, the top notch. You can't get higher than a real man. After a real man is God, because a real man is gonna deliver. See the difference? See, the good guy is a tool, so you could just utilize him. He's a tool. You know what I mean? Like that's all he is. Like, you needed to drive you somewhere. Your love of your life did you dirty, and you got this good guy in your life. Use him. But you really in love with your first love or the baby's father, whoever. But this is the guy. This is the guy that every guy wants to be when he's married to a woman. You know, and it's good for a woman because as a tool, you have control over the tool. See, the good thing about tools, you control them. You have a screwdriver, right? You have a hammer. You have a gun. A gun is a tool. It's made, you use it to kill people. You use a screwdriver to screw in a screw. You know what I'm saying? Use a jackhammer to break the ground. These are all tools, and man has to ignite it in order for it to use, right? So with the tool, you take him off the shelf, take him out the case, and you use him. The problem in the black community, nobody wants that tool. Nobody wants it because the tool is of all the tools, he's weak. And black women especially love authority. They love a they love a man that's masculine and gonna say no and I'm good and nah, get the fuck. They love a man that's gonna take charge. Even in a bedroom. You know what I'm saying? A good guy's not gonna be able to satisfy a woman. He can't. You know what I'm saying? He can't pleasure her. He's a tool. She has to utilize him in order to get off. You understand? She has to dominate him. But you can't dominate no street nigga that know how to lay some dick down. Can't dominate him. He dominates you. And you love the feeling. You love the feeling. You understand? You love that feeling because your true femininity comes out. I know the black man thinks he's feminine, but your true femininity comes out when a man is in a cut, a man's on top of you, a man's kissing you, a man is making love to you. The good guy, you can't make love with him. He's a tool. He's made to use. You can't make love with him. You may have to make love with your next door neighbor. You know what I mean? And the good thing about a tool, he's gonna be there when you want him. Any woman can get that. Any woman could get a tool. And that's the thing, because at the end of the day, a lot of women, the black women just not into that. They want, you know what I'm saying? They want domination. They want a man to be dominant. The male masculine man. He don't want no pussy, no punk. You know what I'm saying? So she may settle for that. A lot of y'all may think, oh, I'm gonna settle for a bad man. No, no, no. You may have to settle for a tool. You could get that. You don't have to be lonely for the rest of your life. You could get a good guy. There are plenty of them. They're all over the place. You know? And now they're on social media, pandering and pissed off. But either here nor there, the bottom line is these henpecked males have some advantages. Now, the downfall of it is if your brother or your friend or family is a henpecked male, you're in trouble. If your kid's father's a henpecked male, you're in trouble. Because if another woman gets control of him, you're finished. You have no control over him. You may have to take him to court and let the courts control him. Okay, you understand? He's not. He only fears his master. He only fears the mode of, society or what would they think of him and all the above. He's that person. So you may have a henpecked male and didn't realize whether it's 400 years ago, whether it's last month, that you had an impact in all along. That's why you're in the position you are. Some of y'all had an impact fathers. You know, a lot of y'all were born in the 70s. Some of y'all born in the 60s, 70s, 40s, 50s, whatever you listening to, and your father walked away from your mother and left her for dead. He worked hard and never came back home one day because he left her for another woman. That's a Henpecked. You know what I'm saying? Chris said, "Is a Henpecked male ever respected by his woman?" Uh, are you listening, Chris? Chris, Chris, my brother, listen to me. I just said a good guy is a tool. A woman dominates a Henpecked male. How in the hell could he be respected by his woman? He's never respected by his woman. He's never respected by the Henpecked. Ever. Hold on a second. Hold on. This woman's calling me now. Hold on. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? That's all right. Um, you said they were supposed to contact me. He spoke to me? Oh, don't listen to them. They're lying. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna give them a call. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna give them a call. They didn't call me. Don't worry about that. Yeah, they lying. Yeah, right. How's he gonna call me and just leave a missed call without leaving a message? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, tomorrow I could probably squeeze that in. Um, it depends. What else do you have? You talk about in addition to the one that you want me to call? All right, so let me see what I can do. I got to see if I can squeeze that in for tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, let me call you back. I'll call you back by like 1 o'clock and then let you know for sure. All right, you're welcome. All right. So let me break this down. Hold on. It's Chris. Chris says I jumped in late. Brother, you didn't jump in late. You came into the video when I was talking for 2 minutes. Chris, this is what I want you to do, Chris. Chris, this is what I want you to do before I go any further. I want you to look at the B mindset and say, let me ask you a question and say, am I getting any pussy since I've been listening to Nate? I want you to ask yourself, have I got any pussy since I've been listening to Nate? And if the answer is no, you should say, you know what, I need to go to the red pill. You got to get over there. They're fucking. They are. You know, they may be fucking prostitutes, but they're at least getting something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the problem, right? The problem is that this, right? If you're a man and you're around me, if you're just around me, you're gonna get pussy, right? But if you're listening to me every day and you're not getting any action, you've been here for a couple months, 3 months. Let's say the summertime. This whole summer, and you could say, you know what? Just listening to Nate, I've been fucking more. And if that ain't happening, you ain't had no pussy on the strength of me, you need to go to the red pill. Seriously. Because it ain't gonna work here. You understand, my brother? You gotta think about it, man, that there's way too much information. They ask, what's the benefits of being in a membership? Listening to me. That's the benefit. Period. These videos are not public. A few of them are, maybe 6 or 7 live streams, but most of my live streams, which is like 98%, are in the membership. You understand, darling? And I gotta hold on. I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you, darling. I'm looking. I'm looking at Kimberly. Yo, Kimberly, hold on. I'll be there in a minute. Matter of fact, let me say it now. Let me say it now because I know nobody likes me to get off. Hello, everybody. My tuition payment. Sorry, I missed yesterday. I was live entertaining family. Kimberly. You know what I admire about you? You show. This is what class is. Hello, everyone. That's classy. Then she's like, for my tuition payment, that's essential. Sorry I missed yesterday's live, but it was I was entertaining family. That means she's getting something out of this. A whole lot. And she's acknowledging and classy enough to say, sorry I missed yesterday. You understand? Her beautiful, fine self. Now, Chris, let me ask you a question. Could you look at Kimberly and say, listen to Nate, I got enough confidence. I could probably get Kimberly. Do you understand where I'm coming from, brother? So, Kimberly, thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you very, very much. See, listen. He said, nah, this has been helping me out. Nothing but action, but no. I'm not convinced. Have you got any pussy? Show me one video that said, you know what, Nate? There's one video you did, and ever since then, I've been fucking like crazy. And I ain't talking about buying no hookers. Be honest. But I've been able to put a lot of things into perspective. Brother, I'm not giving up on you. I'm just saying, what are you learning here? Because I was talking for 20 minutes. Excuse me, 30 minutes. And you asked, is a woman respected? Does a woman respect a Henpecked man? Good guys are not supposed to be respected. You're supposed to use them. You don't respect them. If you got a good guy, you own a business, and you got a good guy that works for you, yeah, you respect his work. That's about it. You don't respect him like that's my guy. You only respect him because he uses him. You understand? So you should have been asking, is a good guy a good doormat? And I would have said, absolutely. Some doormats are sensational. Hey, man, how many times we put a doormat in front of our house and be like, God damn, this shit got the cushion. I could leave my shoes on this shit, right? Sometimes we go get that nice doormat, right? A doormat is made to be walked on, and that's fine. That's his job. A spoon got a bigger job than a doormat. You gotta, we in a nasty way, we all share the same goddamn spoon in a restaurant, the same fork, the same cup. We do. They wash it, but we share the same silverware. Everything has a job. You understand? And brother, you gotta understand, as a man, the only man, women ain't trying to get no dick coming here. They're a woman. They can get dick anywhere. A man can't get pussy anywhere. So for you, what I'm saying to you is, you remind me of a good guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a good guy. I know you're a good guy. But I also believe that if you want to play and have some action, speedy, fast, at least in them passport bros, they're gonna tell you where to go. That's it. It's just simple. Go to the post office, get a passport. It's about $100. Get on a plane and buy all the pussy you want. You understand? So you got to understand. My question is, if anything, in addition to my first question, my second question is, are you a good guy or are you a real man? Now, I'm gonna let that just simmer. You need to tell me who you are. I know who you are, but I want you to tell me and tell the class right now, Are you a good guy? Are you a real man? Maybe you're tell us who you are. Appreciate it. So thank you, Kim. That's all. Cause I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you a good guy, you better just get to stepping. You better pack it up. Now I know you probably don't want to tell me that now that I said that, but just be honest. Not pack it up here, but everywhere else you be, you know what I mean? Because the world needs a tool. Ain't nothing like having tools, man. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Some people buy vans, trucks, backhoes, all type. Tools make life easier. Tools make life easier. Wow, that's a bar. I was in and out of taking calls, live calls. I was a good guy for years, but I had to learn to break the habits. The class helped me to be a better man. Okay, okay, okay. I'll give you that for that. But I was right though. I knew you was a good guy. I knew you was a good guy. I knew it. I knew it. At least you admitted it. I'm gonna give you credit for that, brother. God damn. So this applies to you. I want you to look at this thing I'm about to break down and tell me right now, as a good guy, is it worth it? Right now, again, if you're a good, I don't say worth it like, oh, they just fuck, they did me dirty, and I'm done. Now I want to kill a bitch. No, I don't want you to be that. But this is a thing I'm asking women: do you really want a good guy, black woman? You know what I'm saying? Alicia Keys got one. But a henpecked male, only another dominator could take her away. Got to be a dominating woman to remove him. He can't be a good girl. He gets passed around. I said he's worse than a hoe. Because, if she's a dominating bitch, the only one that could take him is a dominating bitch. She got to be a bitch, though. Because he don't got no backbone. You understand? So we're going to read this terminology here, right? So look at the screen. So it says henpecked, right? Continually criticized and given orders by one's wife or female partner, typically used of a man. What is the meaning of henpecked? A man who is constantly controlled and criticized by his wife. Now, these are guys that y'all see on social media, when a woman has him out, he's doing this, and it's like, oh, me and my husband did this, and life is great, no complaints, and she got her good old man. She'll cheat on him. He'll never cheat on her unless another dominator took him from the coop. He will only cheat on her if another dominating, stronger woman pulls him from the coop. Other than that, you could trust him at home. He won't do a fucking thing. You could put a ring camera on his ass and tell him, I want to look at your phone every day. I don't have no problem with it. You can hold my phone all day. That's what he's going to do. A real man is going to be like, number one, you're not going to tell no real man that. You can forget that. And you know it. Let's not even entertain that. Okay? Because you ain't getting a mother for you touch this fucking phone. You might as well just call that goddamn tool set. Okay? So let's move on. So in the Britannica definition, the Britannica dictionary, the definition of impact is informal. It's used to describe as a constantly controlled and criticized by his wife. Now, what is the example? Now, I'm just reading these for the first time because I know that my terminology that was taught by my dad is actually being found here. So this is a big thing I would assume in the 1970s, 60s, shit like that, right? So what is the example of henpecking? He comes off as sort of henpecked, not very strong, who in order to get a woman shows that he is a stamp collection. Like, in order to get a woman, he shows them his stamp collection. Now, I don't know. Oh my God. Hold on. I just pressed the wrong button on this damn thing. Why did I do that? Damn. Sorry, I hope I don't. I think that's the dumbest option on a computer was when you move the screen. I think it's why do they even have this? So stupid. That is the dumbest. Okay, so Chris said he was in and out live taking calls. I was a good guy for years, had to lean break those habits. You know what, Chris? If you're here and you saying that made you a better man, you know what I'm saying? You have to, brother. I don't tell this to women, brother, but you got to give more donations here. I don't want to kick you out. I don't want to block you. I love the fact that you're in the class, but the thing is, I'm not really into good guys. Because good guys don't get it. Now, you don't hear a lot of real men talking here, other than Kenny and all them niggas, you know, and the garden scientists. These are real men. So they just be like, hey, Nate, what's up? They don't got to say nothing. They don't, and they never ask me about a crazy question. Now, listen, I'm not going to lie about this. One thing I'm going to stop doing, I'm not going to say a dumb question. My mother always told me there's no such thing as a dumb question. It's a question. But I also have concern. And I want to know, brother, is you learning? Because good guys, I'm telling you right now, there's some dangerous factors with y'all. That woman rules you. If that woman tells you don't fuck with your family, you listen to her. Okay? She influences you. She takes you away. And meanwhile, she sent her pussy shots to another man, a real man. Because she's not going to go fuck another tool set. Okay? Shout out to Laura. God damn. Good. My ladies is pouring in here. Okay? So I'm just telling you like this. When you break down this meaning, the same way how a lot of my women know what that white liver white woman is, and she's the best cocksucker on planet Earth. She ain't got the best pussy. I will say that, but she sucks the best cock on planet Earth. A white woman. No question about it. You understand? Because she has the white liver in her. You as a man, you will get more, you're a high risk. Oh yeah. You're more of a high risk because you're a good guy. You're good for your boss. You're good for your executives. They love you. And wherever you do for a living, they love you. Oh my God, he's amazing. Because that's all you do. You're out as work. Because see, the good guy, he doesn't understand that you need pussy to get through the day. Now, black woman, I know you're going to love this one part. The good thing about a good guy, he don't cheat unless another dominating woman pulls him out of you. If another dominating woman pulls it from you, then that's on you. That's between you and her. But him, he ain't going nowhere. Literally. He ain't going a goddamn place. Okay, thank you, Green Vegan. Goddamn. Thank you, goddamn. Thank you very much. Yes. 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 She says this live is dedicated to Chris, the class Henpecked. You want to hear something, Chris? I was going to say that. I really was. But I needed somebody here to catch on. And she did. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris is officially our Henpecked male. Give him a round of a goddamn applause. And I want you to do that respectfully. Because I've had Henpecked males as friends. I had a Henpecked male as a friend for nearly 35, 40 years. I did. But I lost him to a dominating factor. Now, mind you, I wasn't his bitch. I wasn't the one dominating him. You know what I mean? That was just my boy. But he was open and somebody grabbed him. You see, it's like anything. Like you go to the store, you see that Henpecked mail in the fucking grocery store. You better grab it. Because if you don't, somebody else will. Okay? If you don't use that Henpecked mail, somebody else will. So you can't feel, oh, I don't want to use them. No, you got to use them because you're not going to get that real man like that. Because he ain't going for none of the shit that the Henpecked mail goes for. If you want to tell a man, I don't want you to have nothing to do with your family, that real man, you can forget that. He may spit in your face. Okay? Henpecked male, no fucking problem. My mother's not shit. Fuck them all. Fuck my kids. The Henpecked male will, as a woman, you only can do this unless you're a gay man and your man is Henpecked. But if you are a woman and you have a Henpecked male, he will do anything you tell him to do. And Chris, we have to have you here for something. Chris is our Henpecked male of the B mindset. And you know what? He's cool with that because he said he's a good guy. Well, No, somebody would have probably said, "Well, I'm not a henpecked." No, if you're a good guy, you are a henpecked male by nature. You can't help it. You're not gonna. You can't transform into a real man. So let me finish with this meeting. So thank you very much, Green Vegan, for that. And yes, he is, and that's great. At least we got that. So we have our ambassador, which is Laura. We have our first lady, right? We have our first lady, which is the Green Vegan. We have our henpecked male. Okay, look, Crystal, we working on you. Okay, look, Crystal. Now, just to let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, we got another fine ass woman. Now I know, Chris, you ain't gonna have a chance with her unless she wants to dominate you. We got some fine sisters here, so they're not. We don't have no excess. Well, how do you know? Don't worry about how I know. I know. She knows how I know, and I know how I know. You understand? But the henpecked male, I don't think a woman is going to leave this live stream today without saying, you know what? Do I want me a real fucking man or I want me a pushover? Because that pushover is going to marry you. He will marry you. He is dedicated to you. Now, the real man, I don't know. He's a little complex. You understand? He's a little complex. I'm just saying. He's a little complex. You understand? Believe me. So listen, let's finish with the meeting. So, what are the examples of henpecking? Examples of henpecked, he comes off as sort of a henpecked, not very strong man who, in order to get women, shows her his corny stamp collection. He has the reputation of being badly henpecked. It's worse than slavery. It's a worse slavery than of the most henpecked husband. All right, now what does henpecked come from? Now, this is my favorite one. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Turn your volume up. Good God. Where does the term henpecked come from? The phrase henpecked, referring to a man dominated by his wife, appeared in the 1600s. In the 1600s. It originates from the imagery of a dominant hen pecking at others in the coop to establish hierarchy, right? Hierarchy, right? But with a twist, the hen, not the rooster, is the persistent pecker. The fucking this shit is gold. Shout out to all my old school players. If you're over the age of 75, I know you love this conversation because you probably is one of them douchebags. Okay? Our old school niggas. Okay. Listen to the zoom in on this shit. I can't make this up. This is here. It originates from the imagery of the dominant hen pecking at others in the coop to establish hierarchy, but with a twist, the hen, not the rooster, is the persistent pecker. The term evolved from this image to describe a man who is constantly nagged or controlled by his wife. Much like a hen persistently pecks at the ground for food or servnates in the coop. Good God. The behavior of the hens pecking at other chickens is a key element. It relates to the social hierarchy of the flock. In a flock, roosters typically hold the top of the pecking order, right? A man is a rooster. You get it? This is real shit. Anybody? Well, I know a lot of y'all niggas like eating fried chicken and eating chicken sandwiches and all that shit. You okay? Green vegan. She even eat her God. She still gotta have it because she has vegan chicken. Oh, y'all chicken eating motherfuckers, goddamn, y'all know what I'm talking about. Goddamn. Okay? But you gotta understand the shit you eating now. It's a chicken. Y'all just been hearing chicken head. Y'all ain't hear shit about this henpecked. Okay? Hen. Packing order. In a flock, roosters typically hold the top of the pecking order, packing at others without fear of retaliation. What I told you. Without fear of retaliation. She ain't worried about your family. She ain't worried about your mother, sisters, kids. She don't give a fuck. All she care about is your job. Don't fucking lose that, nigga, because you won't be with me. She's fearless. Okay? Could she be ugly or good looking? Most of the time they ugly. Most of the time they ugly. Most. I'm not saying you got to be ugly to be one, but most of the time they happen to be ugly. Chickens ain't no good looking motherfuckers. Okay? Let's just be honest. All right? All right. So we can see why green vegan's a vegan. You know what I mean? She like, I'm not eating nothing coming out that fucking bird. You understand? I'm gonna eat some man-made chicken. Fuck all that. Give me a goddamn grass chicken sandwich. Shit, goddamn. So anyway, the dominant hen, a dominant hen, which is not normal because a dominant hen is not dominant, but a dominant hen or a hen that is constant source of harassment would reverse this typical order. Nagging and control. A henpecked husband who is one who is constantly nagged. Amen. A henpecked husband is, I know a few of them. I'm not gonna even say who, but I know a few of y'all niggas. A few of them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. Majority of the men I know that's married is like this. A henpecked man, husband who is one who is constantly nagged or controlled by his wife, mirroring the hen's persistent pecking. So evolution of the phrase. The term henpecked is an adjective between appearing in the mid-1600s with the Oxford English Dictionary, citing its first use in 1660. There were human beings in this world in 1660, and y'all talk about 400 years of slavery. If it serves me right. Well, to us, this is over 400 years ago. You know what I mean? It's just interesting how the plot just thickens, right? So the negative connotation of it, the term carries a negative connotation, implying a lack of balance in a relationship, according to YouTube. Oh my God! The term carries a negative connotation, according to YouTube. It does, right? Modern interpretation. Today's a henpecked husband is seen as a man who is controlled by his wife, doing what she says without question. Chris. Shout out to Ty Church, goddamn. Oh, yeah. Should we proceed? Examples of the uses. The word henpecked refers to a husband that is overly controlled by his wife. The phrase henpecked is a traditional idiom to describe a man who subordinates to his wife. Wow. What is the synonym of henpecked? Dominated, bullied, brainwashed, beaten down. You know what I'm saying? What is the meaning of a hen in a marriage? A hen as a symbol represents the femininity of a group gatherings, make us fitting. Oh my God, this is awful. What is the example of female preening? A woman strokes their hair and twirls their. Okay, that's something different. I don't know where the fuck that's coming from. God. So when you watch all these little goofy ass videos, you got to be able to say what kind of woman, what kind of men would you attract, and what you're going to end up with. See, ladies, I get it. You like what you like, but what do you attract? Because if you attract one thing, that's who you are. So you better work on that. If you don't like what you attract, you know what I'm saying? If you attract no good lying ass niggas, okay, there's something you're giving off. Perhaps it's that fat butt, something. It's something that you're giving off. You need to find out. And like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, troubleshoot it. Find out what it is. Is something wrong.
You're judging it. You're like, I don't want to be with her, but I want to put my dick in it. What are you doing? Like, have more respect for yourself. Like, what if you wouldn't want to be with her? You shouldn't want to put your pee-pee in her.
That's not true.
We will sleep with that, but we don't really want to be with that.
Why not, dummy? Why won't you just tell her the real truth, you goofy fuck? Why not? Why don't you break it down a little better? I want to show you my version of breaking it down because he's not going to do it. Because now she gets it.
I think that's filthy. Why would you sleep in that? And if you're judging it, you're like, I don't want to be with her, but I want to put my dick in it. What are you doing? Like, have more respect for yourself. Like, what if you wouldn't want to be with her? You shouldn't want to put your pee-pee in her.
That's not true. That's not true. Why? Because that's how you think. That's how you think, fool. Okay, that's why you keep getting fucked over. You can't figure it out. Don't try to figure this out. I'm warning you, because you're never gonna get it. You're better off trying to figure out how it is to bake a cookie. Okay. Or how the World Trade Center was built and how it tore down. You're better off figuring out. Why don't you go figure out how to build a computer? Don't try to figure out a man. Because what he should have just told you is that's a man. That's our nature. We don't want to be with everything we fuck. It has nothing to do with it. We have to fuck. Period. She doesn't understand that because she can't do that. Because, I'm not going to be with a man that I don't want to screw. Right. Well, that's the problem. That's why you're in the show right now trying to figure it out. Let me see what he tells her. Because he had the ability to tell her right there, even though she would have disagreed anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where you at.
Okay.
Now, understand this. We will sleep with that, but we don't really want to be with that.
Okay, so he never this goofy fuck never told her. They cut the video short. He never told her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where you
at.
Okay.
Now, understand this.
There's nothing to understand, my brother.
We will sleep with that, but we don't really want to be with that.
So you got to think of the layout of a man, right? No matter what you're gonna try to figure this thing out, and you're never going to get. That's that old woman from Barbara Cochran. That's a MILF right there. Oh, that's a GILF. She's nasty. That's the woman from the Shark Show and shit. So, man, this is a Henpecked male right here. See him? He's a good guy. His wife's a slut. She's a hoe. Not that I'm complaining. I love hoes. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? She's a hoe. And that's the good guy. He's on there with his wife. And trust me when I tell you, he not going nowhere. She gets the best of both worlds because she can fuck anybody she wants to. Okay? And he going to believe anything he tells her. See, you can't run that shit on no real man. You can't fuck whoever you want to. Because you get caught by him, you'll never get that opportunity again. You could always lose one good guy and get another one. They're easy. They're accessible. You understand? Well, we could just go off the freedom of just grabbing what the good guy is and what he does, and say it's important to know. You look through all these little things on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and they just show you the algorithm just constantly teaches you this and teaches you that. Some of the players lost their boat, like Coco. Ice-T lost a lot of points marrying a bitch like that. Okay, he lost a lot of points. I don't give a fuck how much he talk all that gangster shit. That nigga's a clown. But you got to think of it like this. You have to be able to know right now, if your father is a Henpecked, you got to pardon him. You know what I'm saying? If you're an attractive woman and you trying to get a real nigga, that's a problem. If you're a good-looking woman, you know what I mean? The only thing that you're going to either get, I tell you, there's a lot more things accessible to you, but you're probably going to end up with what you don't belong with. And most times, a good-looking woman usually gets ugly niggas because they're the only ones that going to make you feel fucking amazing. They do. Ugly motherfuckers is what a pretty woman would end up with. But that she may want a real man. And that real man is like, listen, you know what I mean? You come to me. And she like, well, nigga, you come to me. And that's how come they miss the boat with each other a lot. I think that's a big thing. But I think women need to really be very careful. Okay, this was a Henpecked male. This motherfucker right here. Okay. This piece, look at the screen right now. This piece of shit, he's a Henpecked male. Okay, another dominating woman stole him. You get it now? Okay? Because Remy Ma is dominating factor. He was loyal to her. He salute, right? What did she do to him? She cheated on him, dragged him. He know he's a pussy. He ain't gonna do nothing. He'll fight the guy and stay with the wife. But Clarissa is a goon too. And Clarissa will probably beat Remy's ass, but Remy will shoot her. See the difference? So he got two goons around him. She stole her. Only another goon could take the other goon from that woman. You understand? Papoose is legit a henpecked man, a henpecked husband. Okay? He's already henpecking. He's already being henpecked right now with Clarissa Shields. She's running him. Okay? She she tells him what to do. And he's a good guy. He's made to be used, okay? The niggas that Clarissa fuck on the side and Remy Ma, they gonna be niggas that get pussy. They don't give a fuck. Okay? That's what they're attracted to. But what they attract is these type of guys. You know? So you gotta be very, very careful about what you attract versus what you like. You could be chasing what you like forever. You know? You gotta watch that. Especially if it ain't good. See, let me see some more here. What's another? Okay, here's the henpecked male again with his slutty wife. See him? You see the goofy fuck? See, real niggas gonna be like, I want to fuck that bitch. Fuck that corny nigga. They can see he's a pussy. You understand? And she's gonna be attracted to that. That's gonna be the same one when you fuck her, like, oh, come in my face. Oh, I'm your nasty bitch. You know, he not gonna get that. Only thing she doing to him is putting a strap on his ass or his finger up his ass. You understand? But the difference with her, when she steps out, that she licking niggas' asses. You know, no respect for him. Because a henpecked male could only be stolen from another dominating woman. That's the only one that could take your husband. She can take him. You got to be careful now. Not the good woman, the nice neighbor that's a sweetheart, she can't do shit because he ain't going to speak to her. That dominating one she's going to be the one. You got to watch her. So let's do another random. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got here. Hold on. Okay. Woman who sleep with others, couples on TV hits back at criticism of series. I don't know. It's kind of whack here. We probably got to go to Instagram. Who's this clown? Oh, that's that other fucking cornball from the show we just spoke about. Okay. So all these women here, as you can see, are just attractive. Good looking, attractive, good looking, attractive, good looking, attractive, good looking, attractive. Where do they go? You know what I'm saying? These are the type of women that could fucking rule a henpecked male. They'll get a good husband. These bitches right here. Both of them. Look at their face. See the evilness? Okay? So the real man like me, we have a fun with them. We be like, yo, fuck that clown ass thing. Come out here, suck my dick. She'll be like, I'll be right out. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it right in front of the house. You know, we may even do it in the same fucking bed because she don't respect him. You understand? He believe, hey, baby, I'm at work. Everything is good. I love you. Okay, honey, I'll be home later. Approximately another 4 hours and 48 minutes. I can't wait to see you. And we got more than enough time. You understand? These are the women. Now, the crazy thing is the henpecked male's attracted to these type of women. Oh, yeah, they like them Latin tattoos. And that's their sign. Because they attract two types of niggas. They attract the good guy and they attract that real man. The real man just likes having a good time. We use them for recreation. And we get it in. We got amazing chemistry. We talk about each other, look out for each other. She fucked up in the game. I look out for her. She look out for me. That's my ride or die, even if she's married. You understand? But that good guy, oh my God. She got 4 or 5 kids. He adopts all of them. God damn, those are my kids. Leaves his own fucking. She'll tell him, don't you ever fucking talk to your children again, you piece of trash. I'll leave you. Okay, I won't do anything. You understand? He won't. She will brainwash him. She's dangerous. So, black woman, oh, I'm just tired of these Latin women don't respect our man. No. They're cleaning up the garbage. Don't ever get mad at them. Any foreign woman. Foreign woman got the ability to get to that bastard. Black foreign, white foreign, Hispanic foreign, they have the ability. So, let them do their service. They got a service to do. They hoes. See that? These are sluts. And only real niggas is going to get. That's why they posted a picture, because they know the real niggas is going to be the one that want to fuck them. The good guy's going to want to marry them. You see the difference? So when that girl was asking the question, why would you want to stick your dick in? We ain't gonna marry nothing like that. There's no real man gonna marry no bitch like that. Why would he do that? Why would he marry her when he could just have the ability to have her whenever he want her? What sense would that make? You understand? Another picture. These are all hoes. All of them. See? All these. This is what happens. All these motherfuckers is sluts. Oh, their stomachs is this. I don't care. She's Latin. She's gonna be awesome in bed. Okay? No trash pushy with a Latin woman. That's a fact. Impossible. They're too nasty. See? All of them. They all and they're Puerto Rican. Right? Look at that. I told you. You want to see race as a Puerto Rican if they're Mexican. Yeah, it's a fact. These are Puerto Ricans, man. These are hardcore evil women. Okay? When you marry if a Puerto Rican man marries a bitch like this, he's a fool. Because she's gonna cheat on him. But she'll never cheat on that real nigga. And if she does, because remember, the real nigga gonna have her mind all fucked up anyway. She may want to go solo and say, I'll never look at another man. You know what I'm saying? Never. Every picture here is a hoe. I could tell from her eyes. You may say, well, she's not there. It doesn't matter. But I would fuck that immediately. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is she know the deal. She gonna be, I'm like, yo, listen, nigga, like, don't ever fucking call my phone after 3 o'clock in the morning. She gonna be like, no, I would never do that. The good guy, you could call me anytime. I don't worry. You understand? She know a pussy when she see one. She knows she could run that shit on. That's why they love real niggas. That's why they love thug niggas, because street niggas let the bitch know, like, yo, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? You understand? They're hoes, all of them. Oh, it's attention. It's not attention. These are hoes. There's a big fucking difference, right? So when you move on, now you come with your black ass. Let me take a beautiful picture. This is unnecessary, darling. We got enough holes in the world. Like, we don't need to see your titties and ass. You're a black woman. Just put some clothes on. You don't have to do this. You got a beautiful body. Save that shit for that real man. Trust me. Thank me later. Okay? Just from looking at them, you can tell. So there's a lot of different things. Hold on. 21 Savage, who's this? That's 21 Savage and Lotto. So I don't know if they're seeing each other. I can't determine that because they're entertainers. I think they're just doing a concert together. Oh, look at this fucking clown. Look at him. Oh God, this is my wife. Look. This fucking goofball is a henpecked male. See him? You see this pussy? All right. She probably fucking a boss. This is just a lot. You got to think about it. All right, hold on. When she was being a whole summer, but during the fall of winter, she wanted to say lovey-dovey. Now he beating her up right now. That's just an abuser. That's not no henpecked. You don't want to know that. That's another level of weak. We'll deal with that in a different conversation. Another Latin woman, Puerto Rican woman showing that she's a slut. Let's see. Yeah, that's a hoe. See, here you got to think about it like this: the good guy is gonna give it all up for that. He's gonna be loyal to her. Oh, I'll never. The real man, he gonna still do his thing. So you got to think about what you want as a woman. When you look like this, when your body looks like this, you're gonna attract every fucking body. But if you want your stakes to go higher, and you don't want no man cheating him, you gotta get a henpecked. You gotta run him. You gotta rule him. Okay? Good God. She's fake though, but whatever. I think these are different women. Okay, this is again, they're all attracting everything, right? So let's go. Hold on. That's a sponsored video. It won't even show. It's real hard to pull these videos up on It's real hard to pull these videos up when the Cam Newton shit. I don't understand. I don't know why it's allowing me to do that.
Plug for their unit or their team. So you're an outstanding player that has to play well to push their team forward.
Josh Allen.
How?
These are all good guys. These are all good guys. These are all fucking good guys. All these niggas. Hold on.
I heard about, a pre-existing daughter.
Yeah.
Right. How was that?
Not really a fan of Cam Newton. I don't like him. I know a couple girls used to fuck this nigga too. That's crazy. But I can't get into the next. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do that.
As a woman, you should not be having sexual relations.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough because I can't. I don't know. It's not giving me the option to do what I was doing before. Shout out to MoMA. Shout out to MoMA. Goddamn. It's not giving me the option. So we're going to have to take this to Instagram. We're going to have to go into this hellhole of Instagram and see if we can find some. Let's take this real quick so y'all could get a picture. All right, so we're going to go into Instagram right now. Let's see what the algorithm is looking for that. Because that shit was dead already. Okay. Okay, so that's what. Okay. Yeah, so they don't have the videos here of which is crazy because I can't catch no algorithm of the dating topics, and I don't know why I'm having a hard time with that today. Having a real hard time with that because it's not showing nothing. Because usually it would show a girl, never let a man do this and do that. That's why you see so many of these videos, because people are frustrated because they're diagnosing the wrong. They're diagnosing shit that just will never work. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be realistic with that. There's some shit that's just not going to work out here. And the more and more you try to figure it out, it becomes a thing where
we don't really want to be with that.
It becomes a thing where people are just trying to find solace, or they're trying to find the answers, and you can't keep watching these videos and trying to find the answers. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it harder. So I don't know. This just looks a little whack today, but I think you get the point. So the Henpecked male is the Henpecked husband, most importantly. Especially if you're married to him, you got to know who's the Henpecked. Now, some guys may say, "Well, Nate, what if a man is the king of the house and a woman is the queen of the house?" That's different. You can't just. I can't just move a couch in my wife's and say, "I'm gonna put this in the living room. You're gonna do what I tell you." No, we don't mean your wife is a peasant. That doesn't mean that either. But she's the queen of the house. Like, saying she gets the last word. Your wife don't like it, I got to get rid of it. But the man controls the house, right? In other words, the buck stops here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got your girlfriend staying over here. This bitch is bringing niggas in and out the house. Fuck that bitch. Get out of here. Or that may be my cousin. And you know what I'm saying? The wife may say, yo, this bitch is causing a problem. You know what I mean? So she may have that authority. You know what I mean? We got to shoot different authorities. You know what I'm saying? And I think with a lot of people, they don't understand that any man that's weak is dangerous. Write that down. He's a dangerous man. I always said, if I had a choice to deal with a hoe or a crazy bitch, I'd rather deal with the hoe, because I already know what she gonna do. Crazy bitch, I don't know which way she coming from. I can't deal with a crazy bitch. Straight up. A hoe, and like I said, the worst she gonna do is sleep with another nigga. You know what I mean? But that crazy bitch, you ain't no telling what she gonna do. You can't predict her. She's unpredictable. So you can predict your chances with the hoe. You already know what it is. You marry a hoe, you know what she gonna do. You marry a crazy bitch, ain't no telling what she gonna do. You understand? So you gotta really, really realize that. Now, white women have a big authority on black men to be dominating. They're white. Black men respect white women more than black women overall. So if it's a good guy, he's being ruled by a black woman, that white bitch that's dominating can take him away. Easy. He could be in the store and his black bitch screamed on him, fuck you, suck my pussy, get in the car. And he's in there, all right, I'll be right there. And then the white woman could be, you let that bitch talk to you like that? Like, here, take my number. You need to be with me. You know, she got that ability to do that. He worships her. You know? He said, I'm thinking I'm with a crazy woman. You know, you don't want to deal with no crazy bitch. I don't fuck with crazy bitches. No fucking good. You know what I'm saying, Ty? Stay away from a crazy bitch, man. There's no telling what you could do. You could wake up, man, and be in a hospital, man, in a coma. You come out of a coma and then your dick and balls is cut off. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know, man. I'm telling you. I know somebody will be, I got this crazy bitch. She going crazy. I'm like, no. You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that shit. Because what ends up happening now, you're gonna see. Only thing is, you're gonna feel what it is to be stalked. You're gonna feel what it is to be a woman. But you don't want to deal with a crazy bitch, man. A crazy bitch is dangerous. You don't want to deal with that. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand. Oh, this is where I should have went to reels. I fucked up. What a lot of people don't understand, when you're in the positions of dealing with a woman that may have a psychological problem like that, you know, ain't nothing funny about that. So you don't want to think your manhood is all cool and you getting all these cool points because you're dealing with crazy bitches. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to deal with that. And a lot of times, like, what women got to understand, man, is what do you really want? Now, you want to go in between, that's on you. But you know, the ultimate male is the real man. He ain't going to leave you stranded. He ain't going to do you dirty. He's going to add on to you, even if he's not yours. He going to control the situation. He going to have your back 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, hold the fuck up. You stressed out. You pissed off. He like, yo, give me a minute. I'll call you back in a few. When he calls you back, you're going to tell him the situation. He's going to tell you how to resolve it. If there's any fucking problem, let me deal with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? That Henpecked male, he can't do shit. He can't do a fucking thing because he don't got no power. You know what I'm saying? All he can do, like I said, you can use him. He'll make you look good. If you're single and you want to look good because you're not with nobody, get you one of them. Get your good guy. You know, how many times one bit, I got plenty of men that want to marry me and all the above. Yeah, you probably do. You know, this, and that's great. But, you know, what kind of man that wants to marry you? You got to think about that too. You know, you could look at a woman. I could look at a random woman and just tell who's a slut and who's not. You know what I mean? I could tell. You know, we could go random again. Like, I'll give you an example. Look at this picture here, right? It's a group of women here, right? What you think the real nigga gonna? Hold on a second. What you think a real nigga gonna do with this? What he gonna do? A real nigga gonna look at all of them as fuckable, but which one is the nastiest? Tell me right now. The fuck is this thing doing? Which one is the nastiest here? Tell me right now. Which one is the nastiest? Which one is the most filthiest? Gotta look at it. Just look at it. Just right now. Man or woman, just tell me right now who's nasty here. Who's gonna be with this shit? You know what I mean? All right. And then after you tell me who's the nastiest, tell me right now which one was the good guy. Which one could die? Yeah, Green Vegan said the white liver. That's right. That white one. She's gonna be the nastiest because you already know the first thing she's gonna do is suck the dick. That's the first thing. So we in over there. Once you suck our dicks, we're in. That's it. Right? The green, she got it. They all said the green top. Right. Okay. All right. So now, which one is the second nastiest? Which one is surprisingly going to be the filthiest there? You're going to bug out when you see this. She's going to lick ass, swallow everything, which is amazing. Because once you got a tattoo, see that white bitch, she got a tattoo, so you know she's filthy with it. Okay, she's filthy. Which one right now is going to be another disgusting one? You get this shit, that means you're learning. She's nasty. She's loud. You know, when she comes, she's going to, oh, yes, fuck me. There was somebody said the girl in the middle. Okay, Todd Church said the girl in the middle. Somebody else could be. Green Vegan said curly hair. LaCrystal said shorts. Okay, give me one more. Give me one more. Give me one more. Somebody tell me one more. Somebody tell me one more. Nasty. Oh my God, fuck. You could probably bring your man in there and she'll fuck him too. Oh shit, Moma said the light skinned one. Yep, that curly haired fucking damn half breed. Half breed women are nasty. They're disgusting. Okay? So y'all all got that right, except Todd Church. Everybody got it right. All right. The little corporate one, she's cool, but you know what I mean? She gonna fuck a white man, so she probably gotta take it in the butt all the time. White woman, that's the only problem when you black. That white man gonna want to fuck you in the ass all the time. But I did that damn half breed one is filthy. Okay, here we go. See the group? See all of them? So if you're gonna have an orgy, if you're gonna try to fuck all three of them, the one in the middle, she gonna go home. She like, oh fuck y'all. She gonna go see Steve. Them other two, they gonna stay. They're gonna stay behind. The one to the left and the right, they're gonna stay behind. Look at them. so you got to think about it. See, when you see women taking pictures like this, that's a slut. That's right. She's into herself. Clearly. You know what I mean? She's into herself. She holding her hip, and she fucks men. She fucks black men. You know what I mean? These is hoes right here. Now, again, we love them. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't, but we love them. We it's no matter what the situation is, what a man will tell you, she's gonna hook a man regardless. The question is, what is she gonna do? She gonna fall for that real man, or she gonna fall for that goddamn Henpecked male? You got to think about it. It's risky fucking with that real nigga. He may not want to settle down. You know what I mean? The good guy's ready. He ready for business. Okay. He ready for business because you got to remember he's a fantasy. She's a fantasy to him. There's a lot you can tell about a woman, man, when you just look at her. A lot. Okay, this is what you call a big old freak. Okay, and you can tell she used to be hella fat because see the skin thing, whatever. But she's still pretty. But now she probably had that little thing, to lose weight. Women like this, they gonna fuck a million niggas because now she ain't fat no more. So now she gonna be like, now I'm gonna get my dick. And when they go through that gastric bypass surgery, for some reason they pussies get wetter. Y'all didn't know that? Because remember, she's slimmer with fat girl pussy. Fat girls got the wettest pussy on the planet. So if you was a big woman, right, and you lost weight, your pussy's wet forever. You dig? It's kind of like a man. When he gets fat, he loses his dick, and then when he loses the weight, the dick may come back. It may come back. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna have that wet pussy for life because you were fat. She was a fat girl originally. You understand? She's a fat girl originally, so she's very pretty. She's a very pretty woman, very pretty, but she's a freak. She is a freak. This is a freak. Again, she has a choice. She's gonna attract the good guy. She's gonna attract the real man. Personally, you got a better chance getting the good guy. I know he's gonna be boring. If you want to fuck a real nigga, you can take your chances and do it with him. But I wouldn't shoot for the real nigga because everybody shoots for him. Everybody wants him. Ain't a lot of them around anyway. You shouldn't settle. Yeah, you should. You can settle for a good guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to settle for him. Better than settle for a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Settle for that Henpecked male. Run him. Have a good time with it. Why not? Nate, I want more. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. No, you don't want, because listen, it's hard to get that. And time is valuable. Seriously. You don't want to do that. What the hell is this? Hold on. building a life together. What kind of woman is this? She looks weird. Okay, so look, you see, well, he's a henpecked. See him? He'll kill for her. Now this is a dangerous henpecked because he's a brother, but he'll kill for her. He will kill for her. Yeah. Yeah, he will kill for her. You got to watch that. Some henpecked males is dangerous. Okay, now this is a whore, right? She's a slut. Every now and then she's probably going to want a nigga, a couple of black men to run some trains on her, which we love. We love that. However, he married her. So she married a slut. He married a slut. He's a henpecked male off the rip because a henpecked male ain't going to marry, a henpecked male ain't going to marry a lady. Write that down. He's not going to marry a lady. That's not his choice. He marries a dominator. He's marries a woman. He ain't going to marry a lady. He ain't going to marry a classy, you know what I mean? He's not going to marry her. She's still out there. She probably, the only problem with marrying a black man, he not going to be with this shit when she want to fuck another black guy. Because she's into that. Okay, you see her? See this here? This is it. She's into that. Okay? She's into that. He not going to be with, brothers ain't into that shit. That's the only downfall when she married that fucking ape. Because black, especially them bearded niggas. See him? She got mixed kids with him and all the above. That's his original kids from the past marriage, the dark-skinned one. All the rest of them is mixed. That's her and his kids. You see him? That's a henpecked male. But he will kill for that white bitch. He will kill for her. He ain't no ordinary nigga. You know what I mean? Like, he one of them niggas is like, yo, I'm a henpecked, but I'll kill for her. Yo, fuck, deal with me. He one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But she rules him. He cheated on her. He cried. I don't know why you did this to me. All that I do for you. I don't cheat. I don't see nobody else. But she has needs. She's a white woman. She's a white woman. She got needs. You understand? See her? That's a freak. Take it from me. I'm telling you right now, she's a heavy freak. See that fucking goofy? That's his original kid before the marriage, the dark-skinned, chubby one. See her to the right? Now you got the mixed kids. See how he is? He's more proud with that light-skinned one. Yeah, these are my babies, but yeah, this is I could explain the way she's so dark, she came from a black woman. He praises them light-skinned ones, you see? That's how he does. See? That's her. Trust me when I tell you, this is the type of woman when you sitting down and you're in the living room, you're like, damn, I want to get my dick sucked. And he went to sleep. She's like, come over here, I'll suck it. You know what I mean? But he come in and he'll kill you. You know what I mean? The white man don't give a fuck. He be like, I don't care. Go in there and fuck Benig's big black cock. He don't care. Look at her. Look at a little freaky thing. Now she's showing her ass. See? Watch her. Look at her. If the love ain't like this, I don't want it. See? He got the butt all around. Look at that. She liked it. I'm telling you. Look, he knocked her up. Got a baby. I'm telling you. Freak. And they think they can lock her down, they're never doing it. Or he ain't going to never see them. Once you start taking selfies and you post this, she's a freak. Well, Nate, that's not true. I post pictures. Well, you're a freak. You post pictures on your phone, your thing like this, you are a freak. You could throw in a little shit with your husband. Yeah, she fights with the youth and she fights for the youth. She's probably a teacher. She's a freak. Everybody in education is a freak. Look how she crossing her legs. You could tell. Okay, let's see what she looks like here. Black hair, tattoos. Yeah, so this is another freak. Another one. They're all over the fucking place. See that? That's a freak. That good guy would marry that. That good guy would marry that immediately. I tell you, man, this shit is crazy. So when these niggas be complaining, the woman and I have, pussy is all over the place. He just doesn't know what to do and how to do it. See what I mean? You take selfies in the bathroom like this. Look, who's in the comments? Lamont, Harold, beautiful. That's what she wants to hear. She's bored with that fucking bozo. You know what I mean? She puts the tattoos, feet all cute, tits all nice. That's what she wants. She likes that. You got to know how to satisfy her appetite. There's not one classy picture here. She's a slut. See? That's all. Now, again, this is great. Does it work? Absolutely. Yes, it does work. Red lipstick said attention seeking. Oh, yeah, well, we love that. You didn't know that? When a woman seeks attention, she'll get it. Oh, yeah, you'll get it. It may not be good because you may want more, but you'll get it. Look at her comments. Look at the comments to the right. They're all men. She's going to get the attention. When you look like this, you're going to get the attention. No doubt about it. See, all this. All of this. I want to fuck her. You know what I mean? Right now, I want her. Right now. You understand? So it does work. January said, do you think white women, black men get a white man doesn't want? Not anymore. It used to be like that. That's a great question, by the way. It used to be like that. It used to be like that back in the early 80s, late 80s and shit like that. But these white women now got all these fat asses and big legs and shit for these white boys. Yeah, they don't want them, but shit, it's better for us. There was a little joke going around where this guy was like, oh, she needs to lose weight. And then a black dude looked at her and said, he's in heaven. That's a fantastic question. That did apply at one time. It was called white trash. So whatever the trash the white man didn't want, the black man would take it. And there's a few of them still rolling around. You see like the white girl that's busted and the black dude, decent looking brother, but he had all these pretty babies with her. Yeah, that still applies because the white man don't want that. But then again, the white man don't want this. You know what I'm saying? The white man don't want this. And this is great. She did every picture in here is sexy. 462 likes, 452 likes. Look at all the likes. 1.3. She got pretty feet. She's nice looking. And niggas will fuck that. You know what I mean? She ain't got no man. She's single, clearly. But I think she should be. If I tell her, she would have to be with a good guy. Because she's going to go through hell with that real man because he's going to give her fucking hell. You know what I mean? She's going to want to hold. In other words, she's not ready for it. Let's go to the sister. Let's see this sister. It's only one picture there. It's not good. I don't know why you did that. Putting girls in Jordans. Older women don't look right in Jordans. They look stupid. That's not a real picture of Tracy Ellis Ross's AI. Okay, here we go with this Puerto Rican older slut. She ain't got nothing going on here. Okay, let me see. Oh boy, here we go. Now these are just all randoms. But again, the good guy looks at that as a dream. So the attention thing does work. I'm not going to say I suggest it, but I mean, if you're an attention seeker, yeah, you're going to get that. You're a woman. Of course you'll get it. Oh boy, here we go with niggas in dresses. I'll tell you, these niggas always want to be a bitch. Never fucking fail. Always want to be a fucking girl. Look at them. So when y'all want I want me a nice man and he nice hair and nice body. Yeah, but they're gay. When you see a guy that's really into it, so these niggas is homos. So you gotta watch what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want a guy that thinks he's prettier than you. You know what I'm saying? He's gay. There's no other way around that. Here's another one, another white freak. See? It's a slut. And that's another thing too, because people got to embrace slut as not a lifestyle, it's a character. You can't. That's who you are. You can't change that. You didn't know that? You can't change being a slut. That he like in a gay club. I bet you it's a gay club. Watch this. Yeah. Gay clubs, boy. No woman in there. Look at that. No woman. God damn. Stay away from gays. Ain't gonna make you feel any better because they don't want you. It's sad out here, man. It really is. Oh God, look at this one here. Okay, so it's an older woman here. Yeah, she's slutted out. But niggas will fuck that. They don't sleep. Niggas will fuck that. Niggas will fuck anything. She's an older woman, maybe in her 60s, 70s. Niggas will still beat that. Look at the, you don't believe me? Look at the comments. Daniel, Peter, Darren, Donnie, they, niggas like, wait. You see a fat bitch out of shape, niggas will fuck that. Because she's fuckable. She's still sexy. And you know she's filthy in bed. You know she's nasty. She gonna suck cock. She gonna swallow. She gonna probably let you put in the ass. I mean, that's all enough to get a nigga in love. But if you're a real lady, you're not gonna, what I mean? If you're a real man, he ain't gonna wife that. Bet he'll keep her. You know what I mean? Oh, this nobody want her. That's a lie. Don't believe that. 684 likes? I don't think so. Don't let these niggas fool you with that old shit. That shit is all bullshit. Don't listen to them. Those are sore losers. Okay? Look at all the reasons. Look at her. She wouldn't be posting the pictures if she wasn't getting the response. Gotta think of it like that. And she don't got like a nice body, but she's a nice looking woman. I would beat that. All day I would beat that. You got to think about how we like it. This is good because they got white girls. And now look at the one black girl there, right? White women love black people. They love y'all. They love y'all. But y'all too worried about the niggas taking your man. It ain't them. They can't help it. It's us. You got to be mad at the man, not the woman. You know what I mean? Don't hate her. She ain't the fucking problem. She's a nice looking older woman. You know what I mean? Probably a grandmother, but she's sexy. She got some black in her, some Spanish in her. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But don't let niggas fool you. Like, she's in here with her underwear for a reason. She feels sexy. 7,000 people who like that shit. It's a lot of fucking people, man. 7,500 people, And you may think, oh, if I had a body like that, like, okay, here we go with Clarissa, but I don't want to talk about her. Kai and Kim Kardashian, September 1st. Kai Cenat. Oh, shit. Kai Cenat. Kim Kardashian, here she go again, using black culture. Oh, boy. So Kim Kardashian is going to be on Kai Cenat's show. God damn. She just don't stop. September 1st. Today. Kim Kardashian is going to be on Kai Cenat today. This is a prime example of stealing a whole black woman's style and not giving her no credit. It's the only thing white women do I don't like. Wow. September 1st marathon. Yep. Well, get ready for that today. I guess it's on already. Wow. This is crazy. Okay. Here's another. You look at this attention seeker, right? Well, she's going to get the attention. The problem is she's a black woman. So the attention she's going to get is either A, a nigga going to want to beat it, or B, the good guy's going to want to marry her. The real man is never going to want to marry that. That's the problem. Okay. Did you see Kim's daughter dressing provocative? Yeah, I seen that shit. Gross. Shout out to V. Kim aligns with black men always. They love her. I mean, we do. You know what I mean? But I'm not really into Kim Kardashian like a fan. I don't like white girls that steal black culture. I'm not into that. I just like white bitches with black bodies. You see the difference? I like that. Okay, this is where you got to understand. As a black woman, don't do this to yourself. You don't got, see. You don't have to do this. You know what I mean? You don't have to do this as a black woman. You do not. I wouldn't put pictures like that out of respect for my children. I mean, again, you know what I mean? If you want some traction, you do it. Your kids ain't got to see that. Your kids ain't gonna see when listen, you can't think about your kids when you're being sexy. That'll be gross. That's number one. You don't want to think about your kids when you're being sexy. Number one rule. Yeah, see, this is a woman right here that it's called a pick-me. She wants to do what the white bitch does. You get it? She wants to do what a white girl does, like look at, and then she's getting attention now, and you know what I mean? She gonna fall in love with every nigga she fuck. That's the downfall of black women. They fall in love. They don't know how to just be a whore. You know what I mean? Like a white bitch. White bitches are different. They know how to dominate. Puerto Rican bitches know how to do that shit. They know how to play the game. It's the same thing. Like black men know how to play the game better than white boys. You know what I mean? But this ain't for her. This is not her style. She don't even look right. That's why he's saying one guy says straight elegance because she's not carrying over slutty. She's carrying over desperate. You got to think like that. You know, there's a lot of stereotypes, Mama, a lot of stereotypes, but you got to be able to, you know, the key is you got to be able to pick up. Here's another slut, another one. See, these are just random women here. Look, that's a slut. See the tattoos. Men like tattoos. Men that have tattoos. Men wear tattoos. So let me go get a tat. You want to know if a girl's a freak? She wears tats. Freaks wear tats. That's her daughter. She had a daughter from a black man. You can look at the kid. The kid's biracial, so she fucks black cock. She got 19,000 likes. Because now niggas is looking for the daughter. They coming for that daughter to the left. Another 2-3 years, they coming for her. The one to the left is, you know what I mean? She's already putting out there. So this is what niggas want. Niggas want that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What she say? Hold on. Nate, search out your star. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah. She's a fake blonde. Look, she got the fake hair. This is a slut, man. If you doing this on your spare time, you got some hoe in you. Because men love this shit. Men love this. Men love this. This is all for men. Right, the daughter already knows it. The daughter's watching this, and the daughter is gonna be one of her like her mother. She's gonna be just like her. If she has influence on the daughter that way, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. And this is again, she had her kids with a black man. But the father's not around. So she's back at it. Fuck it, let me go get another dude. He got nothing to do. Yeah, she got some weight on her. Don't matter. She's sexy. You know, it's sexy to see tats, little short skirt, holding a selfie phone. Said white mothers pimp those light skinned daughters. No, I mean, a black mother could pimp a light skinned daughter. I've seen it happen. I know dark skinned women that had babies with light skin or white men, and they pimp their daughters too. Everybody pimps a light skinned daughter. Especially if the bitch is ugly, she gonna be like, well, you know, that's my daughter there. Look at her. Some people transfer their ugliness to a light skinned daughter. The black man does it. The dark skinned woman does it. A lot of people do it. It ain't just a white woman. A lot of people do that shit. Look at that. See, that's a slut. That right there makes a nigga. This make my dick hard right now. Looking at her. All right. That's just to show you. Just right here, right, is enough. If a woman sent this picture, she could have sent it to the whole world. And he says, hey, baby, that good guy's going to be like, God damn, I'm going to marry this bitch. I got to fucking marry her. The real nigga going to be like, oh, I want to fuck the shit out of her. See what I'm saying? So you're going to get the attention regardless. You're going to get the attention regardless. And that's why when black women play that game, sometimes y'all don't look right doing that shit. You got to be careful with that. Hey, you say AS Star? Let me look at her Instagram. Listen, you know, you play the white woman's game and don't look right, but the white woman could play your game and get away with it. Ain't that some shit? She's white, so she could always add on. AS Star. Oh no, it can't be her. This person's a kid. Don't you hate when you're looking for somebody and the real they put official up on the Instagram and it ain't them, and ain't coming up. My dad used to do that with me, and I'm brown skinned. Wow. Wow. See what I mean? Shame on father. You know what I mean? Shame on dad. I hate shit like that. But that's what men like this. These pictures here, this picture alone is sexy. This alone is sexy. This is some sexy shit. You could take a picture just like that and put that shit out on the internet. The niggas be, that's if you want the attention. I have a tattoo. I regret it with everything. I was 16 and my mom let me get one. I told my daughter, please don't. You got to remember, tattoo signifies a freak. If I see a woman with a tattoo, I know she's nasty. I'm telling you, never put a tattoo on you unless you want that attention. I don't care if it's on your foot. Any tattoo, it means you're a freak. Someone got to say, I would tell him that he was going to need a shotgun for me when they got older. Yeah, you're going to need that shit. And you got to put that shit in that nigga's face. Yeah, this white bitch is sexy. I got to stop looking at her because I want to fuck her now. All I want to do is fuck her now. I don't want to marry her. You know, I just want some pussy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's serious out here. It's serious. You could tell a lot about a woman from looking at her. You know, you can tell a lot about a woman just from looking at her, just instantly. A lot of guys don't have that gift, but you could tell a lot about her nationality, you know, saying what she does for a living. You know, she's a cop. Cops fuck cops. You know, correction officers fuck correction officers. Nurses is freaks. You know, the most stressful job. It's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of things to learn. I wouldn't show y'all nobody I know that I could call a freak like that. I wouldn't do them dirty like that. But you know, it's a lot. Man, who's this? Another one. Damn. Mm. See what I mean? It keeps coming up as white. So when y'all don't try to be white. Let them do this shit. This bitch is a freak. That's the same one. Okay. We remember her. Right. So once again, I don't like that picture like she's in the graveyard. Okay, so we spoke about her already. We already know the deal. So once again, shout out to J Matrix, goddamn. Y'all want to look at an example of a couple that has a henpecked male? It's Alicia Keys' husband. Alicia Keys and Swizz Beats. That's a henpecked male. She can only be stolen by a dominant woman. That's right. So if let's go to Alicia Keys' Instagram. If Alicia Keys is a dominating woman. You know, remember, gay women are very dominating. Okay. And Alicia Keys, let's go to her shit. See if she got a picture with her and Swizz. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Alicia Keys is. Yeah, here we go. Yep. This is a henpecked male. He's a pussy. Okay. She stole him from the past wife, and now there's another bitch that stole. I think there's a rumor. I don't know how strong it is if the Lala's dealing with him, but Alicia Keys is her husband is a henpecked male. That's a henpecked. He's a henpecked. See him? See that put goofy fuck? See him? He's a henpecked man. She fucking runs him. Yeah, tats are for white bitches and light skinned bitches. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it a stack. Because light skinned girls got that white blood in them. That's why they call it a hoe stamp. You think that's real. That's how niggas know. The more tattoos, the more of a nasty bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Once she puts a tattoo on her foot, it's enough. I can't find A.S. Star's Instagram. Sorry, darling. Yeah, look at Alicia Keys runs this nigga, man. She runs him. Any woman that's gonna get him gotta be dominating like him. That's the only way he's gonna leave him. He ain't gonna do shit. But if he does, look at him. See him? That's a Henpecked male. Alicia Keys ain't even in a dick. And she being a street nigga. He ain't no street nigga. I thought she was less. Shout out to Shay Loves. What up, baby? I thought she was less with cornrows and mini walk when she first came out. Her shape filling out. See, Alicia Keys is a nice looking woman. Now I ain't gonna take that away. But she's a man. Alicia Keys is a fucking dude. Why is it doing this? Tramp stamp, right? I'm sorry. Thank you, Jamie. Tramp stamp, right? Yeah. But we love tramps. That's the fucked up thing. Black men love tramps. So that's what I'm saying. You could get the attention, but it depends what kind of attention you like. You know, DJ Envy is a Henpecked male. His right one's him. Let me show you him. DJ Envy is another one. She was fucking damn Tyrese, and his stupid ass didn't even know it. Tyrese was fucking DJ Envy's wife. Yeah. DJ Envy is a Henpecked male. He's Henpecked. He been like that. Where's his wife name? Casey. His wife's right here. She a freak. See? Only a player getting to that pussy. Tyrese fucked her. I remember that. He serenaded them and all that. Yeah. His wife, where's her? Casey, right? I bet you she got a whole bunch of sexy pictures on her shit. What's his wife's name again? I forgot his wife's name. Let's go to her Instagram. I forgot his wife's name. Let me see. What's the other dude from what's the other cat from Damon John? Damon John he's another one. He's a Henpecked. Damon John, hold on. I can't find a nigga's shit. Shark Tank. Oh, it's Damon John with a Jon. You gotta have the. You can't even find this nigga. Oh, there you go. I got him. Hold on. Got that goofy fuck. Where's his whole shit at? Damon John is Damon John. Yeah, I think that's his wife there. Damon John is a bona fide. He's heavy. His wife's a hoe too. Remember, he not gonna be with nobody like her. Like this would be a good couple. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be like them. They don't want that. Niggas like Damon John, they want sluts. All of them, you know what I'm saying? That's just how they are. Damon John, wife. We'll put Damon John. Shark Tank. Oh, it's Damon. That's why somebody just told me Damon John. This nigga's a fucking joke. Hold on. Watch. He got a slutty wife there. Watch this. And she runs his ass. She talks to him like shit, everything. His wife is cute too. White bitch. They don't have to come with nothing to the table except pussy. That's it. Y'all be doing all that prancing around. Gotta have your entrepreneur, be all this. They don't gotta do none of that shit. Damn, where's his wife at? That's all I'm here for. I don't want to fuck him. I want to look at his wife. Where's your wife, nigga? Unless they going through some problems, because I don't see no pictures of his wife. Uh-oh. Hold on now. I haven't been on this nigga's page in a long time. I used to use it for class. Where's your wife? Uh-oh. Okay, something's wrong. Where the fuck is his wife at? Oh, shit. Is that her? I know his wife posed for FUBU. You know he gonna get the Asian bitch to do it. Where the fuck is this nigga's wife? This is crazy. Oh, shit. For real. Like, did they break up? Because you know when people break up, they take the pictures down. Something's going on. I'm getting a little worried. Okay, hold on. Here she go. Here's my little damn slut. Here she goes. See her?
And finally, and my wife actually traveled with me for like 2 weeks. All right, what we went to
See how she cut him off when she talk? Watch, look at her.
the biohacking conference. Dave Asprey, one of your favorites, Dave.
Love Dave.
All right, what did we learn from there?
We learned, we are true biohackers.
We are
I've
now.
never like said it out loud, but I'm saying it now because
You know, that's a slut. She fucked a few niggas since they've been together, been married. He don't care. They just act like he don't. When she hear him talking to the next man, he be like, "Who's that? None of your business." I'm just asking, dog, babe. If you been black, he'd be like, "Bitch, you better watch who you dealing with here." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gia Casey. Let's go to Gia's page and see how freaky ass is doing. Hold on. He used to have a lot more pictures of his wife. I'm shocked that he changed that. Okay, look at Gia Casey. Oh my God. She runs that nigga Henry, man. Runs him. Let me see what she look like.
Let's go get him, Shaggy. Hey.
Oh, but it was attention. She want that attention. Let me see. Here she go. It's a freak. His wife, the fucking shoes are ridiculous. His wife is a freak. See her? I'm telling you. These niggas love marrying hoes. Well, Nate, just because she wants to be sexy, just because a lady wouldn't do all this. That's why. See, the thing is with Gia, she knows other rappers and other niggas in the game watching her. You see what I mean? She know Fab. She know all these big time celebrities because he got access to all that. So she gonna be sexy because they're gonna go up in her inbox. That's how she fucked Tyrese. You know the amount of attention this woman is getting? Look at her comments. 3,000 likes. That's what she know what she's doing. She's supposed to do it like that because she got a nigga. Look at him.
Sean, DJ Envy of The Breakfast Club, and his wife, Gia Casey, are celebrating 23 years of marriage. And just like everyone who's in a long-term relationship or who's been in one, they've admitted they have ups, they have downs, and all of that led to...
Watch, I bet you she runs his ass. Watch. She probably made him write the fucking book. Watch her. Just watch. He's not the man in that relationship. She is. She runs his fucking ass. Watch. Real life. So y'all look at this and get sick. Wow, I wish I had that. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. Don't look at other people's shit and realize. You know what I mean? Trust me when I tell you.
Good night, New York, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, and congrats on the brand new book, guys.
Yeah, you're still smiling, so that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Somehow, some way.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes.
And we, of course, know DJ Envy. You're up early in the morning for Breakfast Club every day.
4 a.m.
How do you guys balance this? I mean, it's tough with you waking up so early. And...
I would say sleep, naps. I do take naps.
Okay, naps.
So after the Breakfast Club is over, I take a nap until the kids get off of school, and then from there it's daddy daycare. There's dance, there's soccer, there's football, basketball. There's so many activities, and of course homework. And then you got to feed the kids. So
that whole thing.
Yeah, that
Did you guys plan?
That's what you call a good man. She runs this nigga. Watch what she talk.
To have 6, was that like we want 6 kids or we want a big family, or did it just keep happening and you rolled with it?
Absolutely not. So we got married at 22 and 23.
Okay.
And we had our first child, our daughter Madison, that same year.
Oh, wow.
So the goal was that we were going to have at least 2, possibly 3. So she was a girl. If the second one was a girl, then we were going to move on and try one more time to have a boy.
Right.
But we got a girl, we got a boy.
Okay.
See how you look at her? He loves the fuck out of her now. You know, he worships her. He worships her. And they say, oh, DJ Envy stepped out. Yeah, with dominating woman. He not gonna fuck no woman he in control with. They're gonna be in control of him. He's a sleaze bag, but you know what I mean? They have to sell an image. And they do a good job at it. I'm not mad at them. You know what I mean? But I know she do her. She does her.
I'm an open book. I'm not a private person. I've never been a very private person. And it's because I feel as though the value in life is truth.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's not pretty, you know, there's no value to anything if it's not honest.
Yeah.
If it's not true, if it's not transparent, if it's BS, it's worthless. You know, if you wrap everything in a pretty bow.
Yeah, she run that nigga. That's a bad bitch. You don't want to know him. You want to know her. She's the one that can run. She's the one that's in charge. So there's some benefits of getting that good motherfucker too. You understand? There's some benefits, but again, you got to be mindful to understand, man. That do you really want you a good guy? A good guy. You got to really, really watch that. Do you really, really want that? And just be honest to yourself.
We beat to rap, what key beat to lock, but I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that.
Yeah, she runs his ass. See? I think there's less to worry about when you get a good guy like that. These are the Latino white boy playboy types. Yeah, I mean, that's why a woman that looks like a white playboy type, she could run a man, because most white men could give a fuck about that. But that black man, he worships it. So she could take more advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? What about this other fucking clown, Mario? Did he put his wife up there yet? He didn't put his wife up there yet. He might as well. It's already out. Let's see if he put his wife up the pictures yet. He ain't do that yet, because y'all black women follow him. He ain't even got his bitch up there. He didn't want that picture to get out. He didn't want to get out. I don't know how Mario's relevant. It's crazy to me. He just did a song with Chris Brown too. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Oh, I'll tell you another motherfucker that's definitely his wife runs his ass, Nori, for the Drink Champs. He's another one. This motherfucker here. His wife is in charge. Where is it at? See if she put a picture up there with him. She runs his ass. Tell you, man. Yeah, she runs him. She got this. She runs this nigga. She runs him. Yeah. She ain't no joke. I heard about her. I said, I saw a butthurt thread about that. Black women feel betrayed by him. I've been seen. Yeah, Mario is crazy. Like, Mario would never be relevant if it wasn't for his wife. I mean, for black women. We don't fuck with that nigga. So it's y'all. Like, black men be like, yo, Mario's new album. We don't fuck with that nigga, man. That nigga's a bird. Corny ass nigga. Especially when he did that damn what's the thing? He did the versus battle. That shit was garbage. This nigga's a cocksucker too. He's a sellout. I used to like Nori back in the day, man, but he on Jay-Z's dick so bad. That's why Jay-Z never went on the show. That nigga Jay-Z's a fucking beast, yo. I'm not going to your show, nigga. The fuck out of here. I'll send my artists up there. I'll send Meekin on them niggas. I'm not going up to that garbage. Who's this? Oh, she's another pick me. This stupid bitch in the middle. You know what that is, right? She's a pick me. Let's go to her page. I know she's single again. Again. Fine. What a waste of fine. Because she's so stupid. You can tell her anything. She'll believe it. This is a waste of fine. What a waste. She just wasted it. It's a pick me. Let me throw this picture up there and show her. I want to be naked today. She want to play the white bitch game. Oh God, here we go with her.
Are getting me right. I am in New York. I'm with Dr. Chuck. We're at Midtown Biohack.
Yeah, she's so corny. She is corny. She's like the annoying girlfriend. This the type of girl or nigga fuck, and then she gonna be like, so what are we doing tomorrow? You're like, I gotta work tomorrow. How about Friday? Friday I'm working too. How about Sunday? She's gonna be annoying. She's like Tracy Ellis Ross. She's annoying. I'm telling you. She just never took her ability to be fine and knew what she was doing. It's a waste. A waste of a black. This is a waste of a fine black woman. I'm serious. She went all the way to Florida to fuck with that lame. Now she's here. Now she took all her pictures down to that nigga. That's just a homeboy training. She probably fell in love with him too. Oh God, he's so cute. Look how she looking at him. She deal with niggas on looks. She'll do with anybody that's giving her attention, man. This is a shame. Is this her new boyfriend? Come on, yo. That's not even your style. You see what I'm talking about with her? That's not even her style. She can't. That's not her style. She can't even twerk. She look. Oh my God. Shout out to Jada Dawn. God damn, we got a new member here. God damn. Salute, my brother. Salute, goddamn. You see how them real niggas stay in the cut? Yeah, he been in the cut. He been in the cut all along. Salute, brother. We need you here. Cause she looking crazy. She said she was like Lori Harvey in the 2000s, did nothing. No, Lori Harvey was different. First of all, Lori Harvey's way more attractive than her. That's number one. Way more attractive. Number two, Lori Harvey's mother's a pimp. So that shit she was doing, she just tried to get her own. She should have just went her mother's route. The thing is here, you got to remember what you call it. She got nothing. She's just goofy. She can't twerk. If you can't twerk, just don't twerk. Don't twerk. We appreciate you, Jada Dawn. God damn. Got a real nigga here. Yeah, exactly. Very awkward. Very awkward. She's nice looking. Now this is when you know the pussy's trash. That's okay. I got it. This is how you could tell a woman's pussy's garbage. If you want to say garbage, like there's no such thing as garbage pussy. This you can tell she's not that good in bed. She can't even twerk. She's just awkward. You hit it, it's a new, oh God, I just fucked Angela Simmons. How was it? It was all right. You know what I'm saying? It was all right. Yeah, was she a freak? It was all right. Look how dumb she looks, yo. Shit looks dumb. It looks dumb. How was hitting him? It was all right. It was okay. You know what the thing is with Angela Simmons? She should just be sophisticated. But she tries to be a hoe. It doesn't look right. That's why I'm trying to tell you, damn, what the fuck am I doing with this thing today? Yeah, she's whack as hell. This is horrible. We ain't gonna get with Candy. Candy's whack. She's another one. But yeah, can't have it all, right? We need to do a class and let women know how to be sexy. And then I could look at you and tell how to be sexy. Okay, well, you got it, you don't. You got it, you don't. You got it, you don't. You got to have that, right? To really execute it. To really kill it. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me get a good picture of Candy right now. I used to like her when she was at Escape. I watched The Shy, so she's on the show. It says, happy birthday to my goddaughter. Your goddaughter's cute. I didn't know Candy was that short. She's a little midget. One thing I give this woman credit, boy, she marketed the fuck out of herself. That's her man. 2 words of conversation sat down with Pastor Jamal Bryant. I just don't like the way she talks. That's the only problem with Candy I got. Watch. She talks with her through her teeth.
People.
You don't even know what
Where
I'm
the
saying.
producers at?
What?
We editing this next question.
Right
You don't even.
Nah, that's one of the pastors from Atlanta. You know he gay. Fucking gay ass pastor. Yeah, shout out to GJ the dog. I mean, listen, man. It just goes on and on and on. Let me think of one more person that has this male impact. I wish I could there's a lot of niggas I know, but I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Beware the henpecked husband. Look it up. It's Googleable. Okay, the henpecked husband, a faithful, good guy controlled by his dominating wife. He'll stay with you now. You know what I mean? He'll stay with you. Oh yeah, he'll stay. He will stay with you. You know, but you really want a man like that? Well, again, this is what he looks like.
Pulled up. DJ Envy killing it outside. What's up, cousin?
You know what? I tell everybody, Virginia's my second home. Of course, I went to college here.
Yeah, you if you want a man like that, like I said, you just got to beware. He won't cheat unless it's with a dominating woman. So if she's as dominating as you, because you got to be dominating to have a henpecked male. He's not with you unless you're dominating. If you're dominating and he steps out, chances are it's going to step out to a woman like you. Got to watch that. Now, if you want you a real motherfucking man because you're a real bitch and you're a real lady, then again, that may take a little longer. So you want a piece of that. He could be a pastor. You see how Candace was there with them niggas that help you out. Because the real man going to be like, he going to keep you guided. He going to make sure you're right. He going to be the damn battery in your back. You know what I'm saying? He going to be your secret weapon. Don't try to fuck with the nigga. Just have the nigga around. You know what I'm saying? Because if he going to fuck with you, I'll fuck them different. But you don't want a whole real man. Don't keep going for that because that's going to take a long time. That may take a lifetime. Just get a piece of him. Just a piece. You know what I mean? He's a realtor. He's your guy that, he's your plumber. He's always giving you wisdom. He's your pastor. You know what I mean? You get pieces of him. God damn, shout out to Ray Deshaun. God damn. She said, hey, I'm just sitting in the back listening. I love your truth. Thank you. Thank you, darling. I don't want to go to my favorite page because they're going to be like, damn, man, you always go to that damn slutty ass page, nigga. God damn. All right, hold on. Thank you very much for that super chat, my love. Somebody told me to go to this woman's page. Who is this? Ariella. I don't know who this is. I wish I could show you a friend of mine that's but I can't. April Jones. I don't know what it is about this girl, but she annoys me. I think when she talks.
I just can't take this anymore.
I don't know what it is about April Jones. Something about her. You ever have a woman that's attractive, but you're not attracted to her? I don't know what it is. Like, her voice doesn't match her face. Here she goes, showing her ass. Look. Oh my God. Come on, boo. Hold on. Did you know Fashion Nova? Yeah. It's a pretty bitch, I ain't gonna lie. But she's pretty. I don't know. I don't know what it is with her. Something about her. Something about her turns me off. You too, Mama. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Ray Dawn. God damn. Yeah, I'm just trying to give y'all a little quick little, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's in control of Beyonce. That I'll tell you for sure. He ain't no impact. That nigga ain't no impact. Steve Harvey's an impact before him. Majority wins that motherfucker. See this bitch here? She's a problem. She is a fucking problem, I told you. Majority Harvey is the problem. Okay? Not her daughter. Her daughter's just a pretty bitch. Okay? This is, again, there's some advantages. Remember, she stole him from his wife. And Steve Harvey's first wife was dominating. You know? Yeah, tell you gotta get that game. You gotta put that pussy on them niggas. Not just the sex, the mind game. You got to put that mind game on the nigga. You know? You got to let that nigga know I'm doing you a fucking favor. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jay-Z is definitely not a Henpecked. Ain't no doubt about that. I give him that. Okay, he ain't no Henpecked. Nas was a Henpecked when he was with fucking Khalees. He was a pussy for that one. I remember I sat down with dinner with LMA and Nas. That was one of my greatest experiences in the last 5 years. That was pretty fucking dope. Oh yeah, we did it right down in the village. My man Afion. LMA's a fun bitch too. I think Nas was fucking her. That's why they were there together. Yeah, this is a Henpecked meal here. See it? That's when you know your pussy's powerful. When you got a nigga like this. Look at that. Steve Harvey wasn't doing none of this shit back in the day. He's at his top tier right now because he got her. He got her. It's a bad bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you could always go back and listen, Rita. Listen, it's interesting. I just want to put this word out more. I want people to understand, like, you know, the good and the bad about a Henpecked husband. He will leave his fucking family now. If he got kids with you, oh, I got a good Henpecked male. Y'all gonna love this because y'all fucking made him up. Y'all made him. See, y'all black women, y'all make these niggas successful. I'm gonna show y'all a real. Y'all ready for this? Oh my God, you're gonna love me for this one. Here, we got a treat. Henpecked Male of the Year. God damn, who is that? Brian McKnight. Henpecked Male of the Year. Look at him.
From the Father Fridays, this one, it's a tough one. We are dropping off Jack. This is his new apartment at law school with his soon-to-be fiance, our soon-to-be daughter-in-law. It's so hard to let go, but so proud as parents. That's all we want.
Well, nigga called him a parent. He don't even fuck with his own kids. He got these Asian kids. Look at this nigga.
For Father Fridays to let folks know.
I should have had this at the beginning of the show. This is the leader of the Henpecked, him.
They will definitely follow the path. How you feeling, man?
Yeah. Wow, look what he did. He got this Asian, he brought this Asian fucking foreigner up. Stupid ass nigga. What a stupid fuck. This nigga is the Henpecked of the day. Brian McKnight. What a piece of shit. And you know what's funny? Talk about his wife, he'll kill you. He wins. How do we forget him? Because a lot of y'all need to learn. He just loves anything white. Look at him. Wow. There's his wife. Look at him.
My wife, the greatest mother ever. How do you get even better every year? Baby, today the four of us, Julia, Jack, Jr., and myself, celebrate you, but not just today, but every day. I can't begin to fully express what you, my love, have done for me. I never thought I'd experience what it feels like to fall in love.
Wow.
And then for the first time to want to have a baby with the love of your life and then plan to have.
Wow. Wow, brother. Really? You went to Asia and fucked this damn fucking slut? You stupid ass nigga. Stupid motherfucker, man. He wouldn't have did that for that black woman, though. Look at him. Look at him.
Welcome to Father Fridays, episode 21. Junior loves the Cars movies.
Oh my God. This nigga, the kid got older. Time flies, right? Remember, I showed y'all when he was born. Look at this nigga. Look at Brian McKnight, man.
Valentine's Day 16. Baby, when I wrote this song, you were still working in the OR. You had to miss a bunch of concerts.
Wow, he used to work in the OR and you made her rich. You fucking bozo.
But thank you so much for allowing me to
When she worked in the OR, she probably was sweeping up the blood in there.
retire you from medicine so we could spend every second forever together. Happy birthday.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, you clown. Fucking corny bitch. This is a Henpecked. Look at this motherfucker.
Valentine's Day 4. Here's a song we played at our wedding along.
Damn, nigga, he gave 30 days, 29 days, or 28 days of Valentine's to her. God damn.
Alongside a photo of when we cut the cake. Happy birthday, my love. I am so in love with you. Finally,
wow. Wow.
Turn off the telephone.
Wow. And there ain't no Asian motherfuckers going to your concert. That's the crazy part. Look, episode, this nigga made a whole...
Come with us this week. We had our colonoscopies. Leilani has been begging me to go get my colonoscopy.
She been begging you to get it, nigga. She wants you to live forever to get that money.
As men, we typically don't go to the doctor until there's a symptom. She wasn't going to let me put it off any longer.
Oh, so she's going to be responsible. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it, slave. We get it.
Welcome to Fatherhood Fridays, episode 13. What does it mean to be thankful and grateful? I quote,
damn, look at
grateful
that house. Look at that fucking house. Damn.
Often implies a deeper, more internalized feeling of appreciation, usually for
I love houses like this where you just tear down all, you just get a piece of land and tear down all the trees and build your, look at this fucking house.
something, and in my case, someone specific and tangible, and can also reflect the general.
Damn, pussy is powerful. Wow. This nigga don't even fuck with his, look, he don't fuck with his black kids. None of them are here in any of these pictures. None of them. None of them. Slave to his wife. It's a slave, look.
This is the reason I was born.
Damn, she must annoy him. Like, she must be like, God damn, this motherfucker can't keep his fucking tongue out my asshole. She don't get no breather.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian McKnight has won. Go to his Instagram. It's fucking hard. It's really sad. Now, some people are like, whoa, there's nothing wrong with him loving a woman. Correction. This nigga told his kids, eat a dick. Okay? All right, y'all niggas are 30 now. Get the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with y'all. He said it. Okay? Don't talk about my wife. Okay? All right? Y'all are jealous because I don't put none of y'all on my Instagram. He said it. That's words that came out of his mouth. Video's probably still up. It's crazy. He caught a lot of, yeah, it was around this time. I remember this. He bought the daughter a car and all. I tell you, Henpecked male, man, this is him. That's what he looks like. She runs that motherfucker. She probably, because believe me, if she had said, don't do that, I'm not going to be with you unless you bring your black kids into this marriage, he'll do it. Henpecked males listen to the bitch. Did his oldest son die? I'm not sure I heard about that. But I know that he told his black kids, the black ones, because he got like 4 of them, he don't claim them no more. He don't fuck with them. He fucks with them Asians. That's how they do. You see him? This the biggest coon picture that's running on the internet. Look at that. He don't give a fuck about. See, the black man, he likes to, those are my kids, you know what I'm saying? But then when you're a black woman, oh, I ain't dealing with no bitch with no kids. If you're Asian, he will. He's gonna end up like Twitch because he's too obsessed with her. And the crazy part is, I never heard her talk. All I hear is her laugh. I don't think she speaks English. Does she speak English? Because I haven't heard her talk. Oh, he died from cancer. Yeah, but Brian McKnight wasn't there. He's a horrible fucking father. You know, Henpecked male, I'm telling you, the Henpecked male will turn on his family. He's a piece of shit. I know 2 Henpecks, a father and son. They're both dirty. They should be dead. You know, the only reason why they're alive is not through my powers, but the good Lord, I guess, got another plan for them. But they should be fucking in the dirt. They're worthless. Both of these bitches is ugly. One's ugly than the other. One's a methadone, a fucking meth head, and the other one's just an ugly black bitch from Africa. Ugly, busted, scammer. Nigga married a married bitch because she got in the country to use somebody else. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These niggas is dangerous. So you really want a good guy? Brian McKnight's a good guy. DJ Envy's a good. They're all good guys. You know, you really want one of these niggas? Twitch was a good guy. Twitch was a good guy. Twitch was a Henpecked male. Okay, he was a Henpecked. I don't think this woman speaks English. It ain't her fault. She know the nigga's a sucker. She was in Cambodia. All the niggas ran through her and gave her fucking babies and dipped on her. And then this black fucking gorilla took it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you, baby. I'm telling you. That's how they are. That henpecked fucking bastard. He's a piece of. You learn a new word today. Henpecked. Okay, if you got to look it up, punch in HENPE. Just remember the hen of a chicken. Henpecked, like you're pecking at somebody. That's what a henpecked is. I think we see as incel corny, except for their talents and carry their resentment. That's why incels want to kill themselves, because they know that all incels are corny. That's why they're called incels. You know what I'm saying? Either white, non-black, foreign, black American woman gets nothing. No, she does not. Because you'll chase this fucking ape. That's why. You get a good guy, you're nice to him. You got to treat him like shit. Treat him like you're doing him a favor. That's what they do. That's why you don't get shit. Because you treat the good guy and give him your heart. You don't do that, because she don't do that. She just gives him some pussy. Okay? And then you fucking want to give your heart to that real man, and you never even find him, so you think everybody's a real fucking man because the nigga paid your dinner. So that's why you never get shit. Okay? Black men love whores. So then you become a whore, and that don't work, because you don't want the white man, you want the, you know what I mean? You get all fucked up in your own game. Michael B. Jordan. Michael G. He don't like sisters. He don't fuck with sisters. This is what they want. They want this. Especially if a nigga's a black ape. If he dark skinned, this is what he want. He want an Asian bitch. They know how to deal with him. Once they know they worship, all she does is smile. She just gives them babies. She hasn't said a word. Has anybody ever heard her speak? I haven't. Is there a way of getting back at black women because he knows he's goofy? Then you asking some good questions, boy. Shout out to January. Yes. Yes. Because black women gave him hell. He loved everybody. Nobody loved him. You know what I mean? They called him ugly, dark skin. You're fucking, you're crispy. His kids and shit, you know what I mean, didn't look like her kids. You know what I mean? This is a way. Like he resents you because he feels he's ugly. But he's going to give her the world. He's going to treat her like a queen. Queen ain't the word. There's no cap in none of this shit he treating her like. Look at her. That's happy. She's not happily in love. She loves what she does for him. Because every day is incredible with this man. Every day. He ain't gonna get that shit to no black woman. So he's getting back at y'all.
Valentine's Day 5. This is the lyric you have tattooed on your arm in my handwriting, baby. And this is the song you danced the hula for me.
Look at this fucking coon. Look. I'm gonna leave it there. Shayla says, I think she also purposely wants to wash out black phenotype. No. The only person that wants to wash out black phenotype is the white man, the government. They don't want y'all here. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Nobody cares about his fucking grizzly ass. Nobody cares about a nigga. But Crystal says it's so funny because men of this race don't even worship them like the man does. Right. They don't. Exactly, Crystal. They don't worship them like that. So this fucking goddamn slave, he comes up in there and does 52 weeks of damn Valentine's. She never seen nothing like that. They're not even required to speak English. As long as they are foreign and white, Asian, or Puerto, you understand? They're not even required to speak English. He'll take care of the rest. I'm telling you. I don't know how, and then they still go to his concerts. Y'all still go to this shit. Unless he retired. He got enough money to do it. Fatherhood Fridays. Let's see if he out there with his real kids.
Welcome to Fatherhood Fridays, episode 29. You love your daughter. You feed her, You clothe her. You protect her. You teach her how to.
Nigga, that's not your daughter. That's not your daughter. I thought you was a black man. I thought you don't fuck with nobody, the next man's kids. That's not your daughter, nigga. It's not your daughter. That's an Asian man out there that's probably a fucking drunk back home in the Philippines. It's not your father. I mean, that's not your daughter. It's your stepdaughter. But what about your real daughters, Brian? You have real daughters and sons. What's wrong with you, bro?
Welcome to Fatherhood Fridays. I'm sitting here with a titan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sean Martin.
He just jumps on everybody's dick that's light skinned. This guy is a complete fucking joke, man. It's sad. It's sad, man.
Seattle is Brian McKnight, and I'm so excited. We are coming to town.
Wow, really? Y'all still going to these niggas' concerts? He don't even say he's coming to town no more. He says we. The wife doesn't speak fucking English, and he says we coming. She don't even know what the fuck you doing. Nigga. She probably don't know what you do for a living yet. Black woman, I'm gonna give you some good advice right now. If you get a motherfucker like this, and if you have a man and you have this effect on him, don't let him go. I'm telling you that right now. They gonna get no better than this. If you meet a man, see, Green Vegan says she don't even like his music. I don't either. If you meet a man and you have the effect on him like this, you better quit while you ahead, because it ain't gonna get no better. Well, Nate, I'm not into him. I'm not attracted to him. Fuck that. I don't care if you got to be an alcoholic to be attracted to that nigga. Be attracted to him. He worships you. He'll never go anywhere. I'm telling you. I can't imagine Nate met him. Nate would probably punch him. I would punch him in his fucking face. That's a fact. I would punch him in his fucking face. How you doing, brother? Boop. I'm smacking the fuck out of him. He's a bitch. Henpecked husbands don't get respect. He's a good guy. He's worthless. He's made to be walked on. Salute to his wife. His wife is smart. Steve Harvey's wife is smart. Casey's smart. Alicia Keys is smart. They don't have to work anymore. They don't have to do shit. Alicia Keys hasn't made an album in years. That man, you know what I mean? They got good doormats. I mean, that's the goal. You want a door. If you can't get a doormat, then the good man will come along. You know what I mean? The real nigga will come along with that. Then you make your decision then. Yes, find a fool and keep a fool. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Find a fool and keep a fool. Find a fool and keep a fool. Learn to love him. Fuck him. You could dress him up, make him look cute. Nate, what do we do sexually? Whatever you do, make sure you're doing what he likes. That's all. Okay? Make sure you're doing what he likes. He'll give you the fucking world. Okay? Marry the nigga, because just in case he fucking dips, now you got to go to court. It's going to cost him, because just in case another dominating woman gets him, you marry him. That's your insurance. You got the pussy. Trust me, there's plenty of these niggas out here. It's a whole bunch of good niggas. You want that real nigga. It's hard to get him. Ain't too many niggas like me. You got to share me. You got to cut off a piece. God damn it, gets Nate hard. Let me get Nate's foot, Nate's brain. You know what I mean? You got to get a piece of that. Back at one just wasn't the same after seeing how ugly his spirit was. It wasn't. It wasn't Shay Loves because he has a terrible spirit. But they're all like this. If your father was like this, if your uncle, if your father left you left your mother, all good guys are like this. They're henpecks. They're dangerous. However, if you got control of him, you're good. I don't care. Well, what if he has kids? I don't give a fuck if he has kids. That's up to you. You tell him you don't want him dealing with his kids, he won't deal with his kids. And if he does, he got to sneak behind your back because he knows you'll leave him. They're worthless when, you know what I mean? If you don't utilize them, you can't fall in love with them. Don't treat him like a king now. Don't do that. You treat that side nigga like the king. You know what I mean? You suck his dick, let him, you know what I mean? Don't let that fucking good guy, don't let that nigga shoot in your mouth now. Okay? All that extra shit is unnecessary. You ain't got to do all that. He's not going anywhere. Trust me. I promise you that. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been real. Brian McKnight is the official fucking damn poster child of the henpecked husband. The faithful good guy controlled by his dominating wife. Okay? All right? She probably will say, well, I'll tell him to go see his kids. No, she don't. He probably, baby, I don't want you. I don't want them. I want you. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I done came from fucking dirt. All right. When you met me, I was sweeping up. I was mopping up the fucking emergency room. So he could call it the OR all he want. It was the emergency room, the waiting room. And he met her. He came in there with a fucking broken finger and fell in love. That's what happened. Don't listen to that motherfucker. Okay? That black fucking ape, he loves a non-black woman. So non-black women can use these niggas even more. But you as a black woman, if you ever encounter a man that worships you, take advantage of the opportunity. It's not going to get any better than that. I promise you it's not. I don't give a fuck if he's fat. I don't care if he's short. If he's short, even better. Now, he's still a piece of shit because he's a henpecked, but he's your piece of shit. You control it. When you shit in that toilet, you flush that motherfucker when you want to. You wipe your own ass if you can. Okay? You want to have control of that piece of shit, not nobody else. He's a piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit. He's henpecked of the year. The henpecked year. That is the terminology we're using here. Henpecked and white liver. Henpecked, white liver. We don't use cap. You know, some people could use it. We use henpecked, white liver. Love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. Class is dismissed.